All right, hello everyone, shalom everybody, and peace of Christ to all of you. I hope the voice and sound coming clear from your side. And during any time you have difficulty in Discord to hear me, you can go to YouTube or Rumble so you can hear what we are saying. Because sometimes Discord can have a problems. So just in case. As you see the title of my video today, War in Christianity Make Us Stronger. You know, those the wicked in the West, not only in America, but the wicked war at the Christians started long time ago. But I will not take you too much long on time. If you remember the filthy Obama, the Muslim Obama, in truth, when he became a president, the first thing he did, he commanded all departments in the government, and he asked all companies not to use a Christmas word. And then we start hearing everywhere says happy holiday. Anyone remember? Just to refresh your memory in case you are suffering from some mental illness. Because a lot of Western people, they are suffering from mental illness and their memory is so short. So those cowards, those wicked liberals, I mean, why Christmas is their enemy? What is exactly the problem? Why somebody is angry from the word Christmas? Well, Christmas is the name of Christ, and Christmas means that this country is still a Christian country, and whatever country is using it, it's mean they are under the influence of Christianity. And then we start noticing even some stupid people who claim to be Christian, they don't write the word Christmas, they write the word Xmas. Xmas, which means Christ is X. So even those stupid who call themselves Christian, they don't know what they are typing. This is a movement started by the wicked American. And I'm not saying all Americans are wicked. I'm talking about those, the party of Obama and his kind, like Harris, Joe Biden, and all the garbage. They start writing the word Xmas as a start. Then we will take the word Xmas. Even Xmas is not there no more. So we say happy holiday. Biden, just in the last Easter, instead of celebrating Easter, and remember he claimed to be a Catholic, for sure he is, he put the flag of the homosexual on the White House in the Easter day. And he banned the Catholic Church from doing service in the Memorial Day. A service which they do for more than 60, 70 years. Every Sunday in the Memorial Day, they do in that location. He banned them. And then the Catholic Church, they sue Biden, and then he find himself, oh, I'm going to lose support, so I will allow them to do it. So the war of the wicked Democrat, and when I say Democrat, not necessarily in America, the wicked Democrat exists in every country in Europe. Those are the liberals. They are the wicked. They are the wicked part of the society. They are the one who want drugs. They are the one who want to promote naked beaches. They are the one who don't care if you burn the churches. Actually, they are the one who burn churches. They are the one who confuse the children about gender. They are the one who do not know what is a woman. They are the one who, they have Olympic. What Olympic have to do with mocking Christ? Nothing. If there's any connection, yeah, for sure there's a connection. They will take any opportunity to mock Christ and Christianity. Those are the wicked, and they are our enemy. I know many people don't dare to say this word. They are our enemy. They hate us. If they could, they wish they can delete us from our existence. If they wish they can delete Jesus of history. Those are wicked people, and you need to be standing against them. Those filthy, garbage people, they think if they mock Jesus, they are having a victory. But guess what happened? You mock Jesus, Christians, they love Jesus more. And they will stand against you more. And they will fight you more. And we will expose you more. And you will be facing one day a punishment of God which you cannot imagine. Many people do not know that this is an organized war against Christianity. You see the filthy scumbag Biden, who is almost dead. I mean, the guy, he might not live 6 months from now. Why he is raising the flag of the homosexual in the day of the Easter? Can't he do it the other day? Can't he do it a week after? No, he cannot. He cannot miss the Easter. This is the Easter for him. So they do things on purpose. When Obama making a speech about politics, why he's mocking Jesus? Why he's mocking the Bible? How come he don't dare to mock Islam? Islam is the one killed Jews, kill anyone who oppose you, kill homosexual. They don't make fun of Muhammad. Why this drag queen, filthy scumbag, trash of the earth, don't make fun of Muhammad? Why they support Gaza, Hamas? If we send this filthy creature to Gaza, what will happen to him? So they are evil. They think by mocking Jesus, they will make Christianity look bad. In fact, you look so disgusting. You look so disgusting with your clothing. You look disgusting with your face. You look disgusting with your behavior. You are just a disgusting creature. In the top of that, Christians are mocking Jesus too. How? Why you are even watching this filthy Olympic? How many Christians who they are practicing in this Olympic they withdraw after what happened? Shouldn't you be the first one to say, I'm not going to practice no more, I'm not going to watch this? And if you are a person doing a sport, competition in it, you will take yourself, says bye-bye. After what happened, I'm not going to be part of it. But they are selfish. All what they care is just to make some money. So they don't care about mocking Jesus. They claim to be Christian by name. If hundreds and thousands of those they participate in this Olympic, they start withdrawing. Why Greece did not withdraw from the Olympic? I thought in Greece they claim to be Christians. Why the government of Greece says, you know what, we will take our team right away? What about Serbia? What about Bulgaria? What about Romania? What happened to you? Become a scumbag too? You become a scumbag under the feet of the Western? You are willing to throw Jesus under the bus? You don't care? So your priests, they wear uniform, and you, you claim that you have a church and you have a leader. Where is the patriarch? Where is the pope? Where is all those scumbags? Anyone open his mouth? They are just holy men. They are holy. What is holy about them? They are holy shit. We are talking about the Greece. Somebody talking about the Greece have 400 million debt. So, what does this have to do with our topic? Weird people. There is some politicians in USA, like the Speaker of the House, he spoke against this. I respect this man. We have to join the war against those wicked. And I know people, they will say, oh, maybe he is saying we have to go for violence. No, we are not talking about violence. We are going to mock them. We are going to expose them. We are going to vote against them. We are going to take down their government. We are going to conquer all their lies. Those filthy creatures, because they notice that the Christians are so submissive. So we mock Jesus, nobody care. We say the F word to Jesus, nobody care. Like, how many of you watch a movie and in the movie they are cursing Jesus? You watch it, you continue watching. Oh, nothing happened. You go to the theater, you pay for the movie to watch. Well, by doing that, you are supporting those wicked people. You paid them to say the F word to Jesus, and you never complain. If they notice that the Christian will not watch such a movie, they will never do such a movie. But you don't care. When Netflix, they made a movie about Jesus being a gay. How many of you cut his service to Netflix? If Netflix, they see that they are their business at risk, and the Christians, who they are the majority. We are not the minority. You see, if we are the minority, we will say, you know what? I mean, what we can do, we are the massive majority, not only the majority. But because we became submissive, oh, we love everybody. We love Netflix too. We love Dragon, filthy, garbage queen. They love everybody, those Christians. They love the devil too, maybe. Because I don't see the difference between the devil and Netflix and those and the wicked Joe Biden. His wife, the wife of the wicked Biden, she just made a speech about how wonderful the opening of the Olympic. How wonderful. Well, those are the wicked. Mocking Jesus is a victory for them, is a target, is a wish, is a pleasure. The scumbags. Naked blue man breaks his silence. Jesus mockery at the Olympic today. And where is the Christians in all of this happening? Did we see a massive strike in Paris? They will go, and those French people, they burn cars if they lose, if their team lose the football game. I mean, they go violence for stupid things, and we don't see them in the street, at least to protest, not to do any violence. We don't want violence. Where are the Christians? They are dead. They are Christian by name. This is why when there is an election, you know, we have for centuries, we inherited a fake teaching of fake priests that the Christians should not oppose government. Why? Because there is verses in the Bible says that the leader is chosen by God. This is false. This is not what the Bible is saying. We know that John the Baptist, he opposed the king and he paid his life for it. Is that correct? Is John the Baptist a very wonderful, a great man of God? So they take a verse and they manipulate the verse to make it fit to subdue the crowd and to make you a bunch of goats, and you lost your horns. When John the Baptist, he opposed a king, he opposed him for something way less than this. It's about a man, he wanna marry a woman, she don't, you know, he have no right to marry her. What John the Baptist will do if he see what's going on today? And how many of you, his name is John, and Jimmy, and George, and Johan, and Johanna, which is all the same names at the end. How many of you are like John the Baptist? It's a time for us as a Christian to stand up to fight for our rights. And trust me, those people they fear, they don't respect. When they see you voting in the election against them, this is how you teach them how to behave and how to respect you. You have to force them. If you are waiting for them to respect you voluntarily, good luck with that. The reason they respect Muhammad, even though he is a pedophile, he is a child molester, he is a criminal, he is a thief, and you want to kill them because of fear. We don't see the drag queen making fun of Muhammad. Queen. The queen of the sewage. I spit at your queen, you filthy cowards. If your queen is like that, what a bunch of garbage people. Anyway, we are stronger than what they think, and we will be way stronger. You see, always through history, Jesus on the cross was mocked, but Jesus on the cross was victorious. He did not lose. Christians being fed to animals. Just to give you ideas, those who they are voting for liberalism, you are fighting who? They used to feed us to cats and lions, and we were victorious. We used to be the poor, and we were victorious. We used to be the minority, and we were victorious. And today and forever we will be victorious, and you are a bunch of losers. Look at your community. Look at the community of the liberals. Drugs, sex, nakedness, sleeping in the street. They have no future. Some of them, they are rich. The majority of them are doomed poor. And the rich ones, they call themselves liberals, communist, but they own billions of dollars because they are fake, even liberals. Like Bernie Sanders, he makes speeches about poor, but he have millions in his bank. In fact, all of them. Look at Obama, where he live. Obama, he claimed to be the black president. He is not even black, but he live only between the white, red-haired rich people. Where is his villas now? Is it in a black neighborhood? We know the answer. Where is Nancy Pelosi? She live? Oh, she support the black community. She support the poor. No, she just used them to win the election. And after they win the election, she have a refrigerator have 400,000 value of chocolate. Anthony Queen, what's her name? Sorry, Mary Antoinette. Sorry. People are jailed. People are not having cannot afford food, and she make a show talking about the big, huge refrigerator behind her have nothing inside except chocolate. Filthy cowards. And now we have the news about Iran, which means Hezbollah. Hezbollah is a word mentioned in the Quran. And this is one of the funny, stupid things about Muhammad and his religion. Have you ever heard of a God, his name, he have a party? Hezbollah is not a name given, or let us say, like it's just a name, somebody came with it. No. It is in the Quran, and Hezbollah, aka Iran, they took that phrase from the Quran to establish what Muhammad called Hezbollah, the party of Allah. So the party of Allah, which is a party of pervert, they are waging war against everybody. And their target is to kill all the Jews first, and when they finish with the Jews, they are going to go and kill all the Christians. And when they finish with all the Christians, they will go and kill all the Hindus and the Buddhists. And maybe at the end is the atheist. At the end. If you go to the filthy Quran, even though today is not about the filthy Muhammad, but just to share some information with you, if you go to chapter 58, verse number 22, here is the word Hezbollah. And Hezbollah, the parties of Allah, are the one who will be victorious. How the party of Allah can be victorious? By terror. And obviously, the liberals in the West, they respect terrorists. That's why they don't insult Muhammad. But they insult Jesus. It looks like they are asking us to be terrorists like Hezbollah. What the left want? They want us to transfer into criminals? Do they want us to make organization if killing anyone insulting Jesus? What do they want? They are showing us that if you are a terrorist like Muhammad terrorist, then we will not only that, we will give you extra right, we will spoil you, we will defend you, we will praise you just because you are a terrorist. Hezbollah is shooting rockets at Israel non-stop for 8 months. Obama, Muhammad Hussein Obama, and Muhammad Joe Biden, who quote Muhammad, remember Joe Biden, he quote Muhammad, they don't quote Jesus. The filthy scumbag Joe Biden, he don't quote Jesus, he quote Muhammad. Yet he claimed to be Catholic. And you go vote for who? The one who quote Muhammad. You claim to be Christian. I hope those who vote for the liberals, you know, they call themselves Christians, by the way. Yeah, they call themselves Christians, but they are the most filthy, antichrist people ever. They vote for the party which mocking Jesus every day. And yet they claim to be Christian. And then Joe Biden, he go to the church, and the camera focus in Joe Biden, his eyes is closing. He's a man of God. I mean, who can deny that? This is why he command the FBI to watch Catholic churches, and they list Catholic churches under terrorism. Why? Because they fight against abortion. Can you believe it? The Catholic in the government of USA are terrorists. Why? Did they bomb places? Did they attack? Did they kill? They kidnap? No. Just because they refuse abortion, they are terrorists. Based on this, I am a terrorist too. for them. This is how filthy, trashy scumbags they are. So the filthy, Hezbollah is attacking Israel. And yesterday we heard in the news how Hezbollah attacked a town, small town, in the Golan Heights. The majority of the population there are Druze. Druze, they claim to be Muslims, but in reality they are not Muslims. And I believe this is why Hezbollah attack it, because they are not killing Muslims, they are killing Druze. Druze, in case you do not know what the Druze is, Druze are like, they are a cult born out of Islam. They have a book, it's called the Book of Hikmah, or the Book of Wisdom, which is messages between the Caliphate of Egypt in the time of the Fatimi Caliphate. His name is Al-Hakim bi Amrullah al-Fatimi, and letters he sent to his spiritual son. His name is Hamza. So there is 7 letters. Those are the major scriptures for them. So the Quran, the Druze, they claim that they believe in Islam and Muhammad, and they are monotheists, they believe in Allah, etc. But in fact, they have nothing to do with this. The Druze don't even share their books in public. It's secret religion. Even a Druze person, he don't have religion until he is 40, which means his family, his parents, his father don't share with him anything about his religion until he passed the age of 40. And when he is passing the age of 40, then they deliver to him his faith, what you believe, not before 40 years old. So this is why Hezbollah attacked this town, because they are not killing Muslims. Those are Muslim by name. However, the Druze are very hypocrite people too. So if you go 2 kilometers away from the city, from this town, you cross the border to Syria, you will find that the Druze, they are carrying the flag of Hezbollah. You go 2 kilometers in the left side, you will see that the Druze holding the flag of Israel. You walk a few kilometers inside, you will see the Druze carrying the flag of the Syrian army. So the Druze is with who exactly? The Druze, they have no loyalty to anyone except the Druze. They are sneaky, they have no ethic. They don't, I don't know if you see their women, they don't wear hijab, they don't pray, all those things. Their religion have nothing to do with Islam at all. This guy, George Clooney, the actor, his wife is a Druze. So now Hezbollah, they attack this town, and I think this is a revenge, because from the Druze there is many, they joined the Israeli army. I don't know how many thousand from the Druze they are already in the Israeli army, but there's a couple of thousands. So Hezbollah is so angry from the Druze in Israel. The Druze in Lebanon, they defend Hezbollah, because the Druze, as I said, they take the side of the strong. Who is the strong here? We are with him. It is America, we are with America. It is Israel, we are with Israel. It is India, we are with India. It doesn't matter who take over the area, they are with him. So Hezbollah in Lebanon is strong, so they are with Hezbollah. They walk 2 kilometers away, they enter into Israel, they are with Israel. And they strike from time to time. They ask, oh, we will not accept citizenship of Israel. And then when they start building for them schools and hospitals, give them high salary, the Israeli pay them, then suddenly they take citizenship and they join the army. So they play games, they are not an ethical religion. However, Israel now, they are trying to show the Druze that the attack on them is attack on us. They are trying to make them, you know what, you are here a minority, couple of thousands, and there's nobody to support you. You see, even Hezbollah, they want to kill you. So this is like a golden opportunity for Israel to show the Druze that you have no help except us. Nobody cares for you. However, I just saw in the news that Netanyahu, he finished his meeting with his cabinet about the war. Now, because I know Netanyahu that he is a potato, So I'm not expecting him really to go for war. I'm just expecting him to make a showtime. You know, like, oh, we will show you what Israel can do. So they will hit a couple of hits, maybe for a day, 2 days, something like that, and they will stop as usual. Because this is scumbag, Netanyahu is a scumbag. He don't care for victory. He don't care really to bring victory to his nation. He cares for how long he can stay in the office as a prime minister. So he is not a trustworthy, and he is not the one who can bring victory. And I guess by tomorrow, we will see the news about Israel attacking Hezbollah. But what they will do, we know we burn some buildings, we shoot here, there, and then we stop, and that's it. And then Hezbollah attack again second day, which means nothing is done. But all of us, we knew that those cowards in Hezbollah, they are doing that because they knew that Netanyahu is a potato. If they knew that the Israeli, they will attack them in a massive way, they will launch a war, not just a, you know, firework. They will never dare to shoot one rocket at Israel. Just yesterday, they shot 100 rockets in less than 2 minutes. What the Israeli did? They shot empty buildings. And not only that, they reported in their news that the power in those areas are out. Israeli, they cut the power there? There's no power in Lebanon. Since when? The Lebanese government cannot afford to supply power to their citizens in all the country. The whole country run by generators. There's companies, they buy big generators and you pay them every month. And they run a line to your house. Government cannot provide this long time ago. Banks are shut down. Government does not exist. Hardly they can even pay for the police. So in the news, the Israeli trying to make themselves that they are responding, but in reality they are not. Because if they were really responding, Hezbollah will never dare to continue. But because until now, not a single serious response. Someone will say to you, well, they killed more than 500 members of Hezbollah. You know, those Shia, their women, they will make 500 after 5 minutes, not 5 days. For them, they are going to heaven. Well, you know, killed nothing. And Iran and Qatar, they are paying them big money for each one they lose. It's a business. The family, they have 20 kids, 25 kids, 30 kids. So let 10 kids die and we get rich. So the Israeli, because they don't understand the mentality of those people, they think if we shoot here and there and oh, we killed 500 of them, you're just a stupid fool. You killed nobody. In fact, if you calculate the numbers, you will see that the one who lost more is the Israeli. Why? Because when the Israeli lose 1 and Hezbollah lose 10, who's losing more? Israeli. If the Israeli lose 1 and Hezbollah lose 100, who's losing more? The Israeli. Because at the end of the day, you have to calculate how many ones you have and what is your population and how you can, like how fast your population rebuild again. So when you lose one person, how long is going to take to replace that person? So the Israeli are being very stupid. They are just afraid to go for war just because America is not siding with them. But we know that Israel, if they go to war and things go wrong, they can nuke their neighbors. You will never lose a war. Any second you feel yourself you are overwhelmed, you can just nuke them. All the neighbors, you see, we are in a world where people, they fear, don't respect. The reason they are attacking Israel right now, because nobody fear Israel no more. Because they have a potato government. After all what they did in Gaza, did they really do anything serious? No. Because everything done in Gaza in 8 months can be done in 2 days. You do not need 8 months or 9 months. And they don't even could not like rescue any hostages, few of them only. And why you want to care even for hostages? You should sacrifice the hostages. In the time of war, who care about the life of 100 hostages? So now, because they are a stupid government, they became captured by the hostages. It's not is not the Israeli capturing Gaza. It is the Gazan capturing all of the country of Israel by the hostages. In the time of war, if the enemy took my son and say, hey, we will kill your son if you don't stop, I should not care for my son. I should care for bringing safety and security for the whole nation, not to one person they kidnap. Tomorrow they will kidnap more. If I stop the war for the sake of saving 10 or 50 or 100, well, this war will never finish then, because tomorrow they will attack again, they will kidnap more. You are telling them, in fact, that if you kidnap of us, you always win. If the Israeli never care for the kidnapped ones, should not even think about it. You took him, he is dead for us. Do you think Hamas will kidnap anymore? They will never do it. Because it's not going to bring them benefit, it's going to bring them curse. The Israeli will start bombing them, destroying them, and they don't negotiate about those hostages no more. And that's it. Then there's no point of those hostages. This is how you teach your enemy how to behave. You don't praise your enemy. The Israeli right now, they are rewarding Hamas by negotiation about releasing. This is a reward. So suddenly Hamas now became equal to Israel, sitting in one table with them. Just because they kidnap your children, you're stupid. So the Israeli, they don't have a real leadership. They don't have warriors. I'm not talking about the army. I'm talking about leaders. Those are the ones doing politics. And everybody trying to avoid the war, choosing shame in exchange for peace. But you will get the shame. You won't ever get the peace. Okay, if Israel stop fighting with Hezbollah now, what is going to happen a year from now? We know what will happen, the same. Why you don't finish it once for one all? Why this war have to continue for the coming 100 years? And they are getting stronger. And they are getting advanced. And they are getting richer. So while you are waiting until they have nukes, is the stupid Israeli waiting for Iran to have nukes? Obviously they are. Why Netanyahu did not destroy the nuke facility of Iran 20 years ago? 15 years ago? 10 years ago? Until now they did not. What are you waiting for? They don't have nukes and they are doing this. What they will do if they have nukes? So I wanted to put all those things in front of you to show you what the world is about today. Being a coward does not make you victorious. Hiding from evil does not stop evil. Those who taught you that the Bible says, if somebody hit your right cheek, give him the other one, they are lying to you. Jesus was not talking about an enemy fighting you by army. This is a person who is your friend, your neighbor, your associate, your citizen. This is not about an army fighting an army. Those who they claim, I saw an article of this guy Mary. Jesus never says go for fight, liar. Jesus says many times go for fight. This is what happened to you when you follow those filthy, stupid priests. When he himself, he got attacked. Why you call the police then if Christians should not go for fight? If those Christians don't jump to protect you from the attacker, aren't you going to be dead now? Don't listen to those priests. They are coward, they are fake, they don't even know how to read their Bible, and all what they need is just to get fame. Oh, look, he is humble, he is against war. Well, yeah, we are against war. That's why we go to war. Because we are against war. A war is launched on us. We are against war, but we did not choose war. And we have the right to defend ourselves. You will see that those filthy priests, they will never quote for you the verse Jesus says, the one who don't have a sword, go and buy one. Why? Why they quote for you only one verse of Jesus? And this verse, I never heard a priest quoting this verse. What's the problem with this verse? Isn't this the same Jesus? I see here a smart Christian. He is saying, pray the rosary, bro. Those people, they want to fight evil by the rosary. Weird. Rosary? What the rosary have to do with what rosary is about? Christians, you know what they can do? Rosary, here we go, that's it. Pray the rosary, bro, your problem solved. Mary can solve your problems. Hello, Mary? Rosary time. Oh, okay, they will okay, destroy Hezbollah now. What's wrong with people? Use your brain, stop being silly. The Bible says don't repeat your prayer. Don't repeat your prayer. The rosary, when they repeat their prayer, is just a stupid act. God is not deaf. And you pray to God. You don't pray to, you don't ask anyone. You do not need to ask anyone. And if you pray when you are acting, not when you do no act. Like those Christians, they want to win the election against the wicked, but they don't go to vote. Oh, let us read the rosary. Trump will win. Let us pray our Father out of heaven, and then Trump will. You have to go and vote. The Lord, he says, go and I will be with you. I will go with you. The rosary people. They want to have victory over the devil by rosary. So why we join the army? Why we buy weapon? Why? That's it. We say the rosary, everything is solved. Imagine if Israel, all of them, they are Christians, and they are like those people. They create an army. It's called Rosary Brotherhood. Hezbollah attacked them, Iran attacked them, Sunni Muslim attacked them, Druze attacked them, all neighbors attacking them, and what the Israeli would do? Let us pray the rosary. They will slaughter them all. They will kill them like a chicken. Christianity is not a belief and faith of the fools. Christianity is a faith of both people who they have intellect and intelligence. Jesus himself, he resurrected people from death. He made the blind see. He healed the leper. He fed thousands. Is that telling you, is that ringing a bell for you? Which means he worked. God himself, he worked. You Christian, you want to win victory without working for it. You want Jesus to do everything for you. Why we go to work? Let us pray the rosary or pray to Jesus, and tomorrow we will have our account full of money. Huh? So we as a Christians, when Jesus he commanded his disciple to go and teach and preach, they gave their life. You know what they gave life mean? They were martyr. Those Christians today, they want to win war by doing nothing. They don't even go to vote. Even their priest says to them, vote in the politics is from the devil. Don't vote. I made a video about a guy, he was telling the Christians, it's a big sin. This is not what God asked you to do. This is not part of the Ten Commandments. What? No, this is part of the Ten Commandments. When God said, don't murder, then you should go and vote against murdering people, like abortion. If you watch the murder happening and you don't vote, at least vote against it, you are part of the murder because you did not oppose it. When you don't oppose wickedness, you are a wicked. When they want to force sexual agenda in your children and you don't oppose it by voting against it, you are wicked too, because you allow it to happen. You are part of the system. So when you don't vote, in fact, you are voting for the enemy of Jesus. An absence vote against the devil is a vote for the devil. And then you cry, look, they are doing this to us. Look, they are teaching our kids, you know, oh, look, my son, he went as a boy, he came back as a girl from school. Look what they are doing. It's your fault. It's your fault. It's you who encouraged them, you allowed them. You never stand against them. An idiot saying CP is a Sunni. Oh boy. Lord have mercy. Anyway. I hope Christians will stand for their rights. They will fight for their rights. And they will not be sissy, silly, fiffy. We need men, we need warriors. Time to stand up for what is right. Otherwise, you have no right. The one who don't defend his right, he have no right. You have none. You earn rights when you take your rights. Nobody will give it to you. You take it yourself. All right. Well, today we have a Christian conversation talk. We are not debating Muslims. There is no need even to debate Muslims. Islam is a very stupid cult, you know. I mean, that God, he will make your penis endless if you convert to him. I mean, isn't it this is enough to prove to you that this religion is as the pervert? What penis have to do with God? So now I believe in Allah, my penis will like, it's increasing. Alhamdulillah, my penis is getting so big, man. Wow, must be Allah, must be true God. I mean, that's it. There is connection between my penis and Allah. What if my penis go and screw Allah himself? I mean, this guy is going endless. So Islam is just a stupid donkey cult. However, with the wicked Western, Islam became shiny. If you go and see those wicked women and wicked men like Free Palestine, and you know, just to get a click in their videos and get more view and make more money from TikTok, Oh, I convert to Islam, free Palestine. Subhanallah, today I feel better. She is a whore all her life, sleeping around with everybody, and now she wear hijab and she claimed to be the Virgin Mary. We know them. Right? We know them. Otherwise, Islam is, is just a stupid cult. You do not even need to debate Islam. What kind of religion promising me at least 72 women to F them? Excuse my language. What is this? Yeah. Even when God, he created Adam, he created one Eve. It's just one guy, one woman. How come heaven becomes suddenly at least the lowest reward for a Muslim is one man and 72 women, and not to forget to mention that those women, they are see-through, like the X-ray pictures. All right. Do we have anybody want to join us? You're welcome. You can share anything you want. I see in the news that Washington, they ask Hezbollah to hold itself and not to, to be patient. Look, this is scumbag Biden is advising Hezbollah how to behave. I mean, do you see this scumbag, I mean, those disgusting, filthy scumbags, liberals. How Hezbollah say death to America, and then the American they call Hezbollah says, please, Hezbollah, can you hold your patient together? We don't want the war to break, okay? Please, come on. I mean, how stupid those American wicked. I mean, those people, they shout every morning, death to America, death to Israel, death to America, death to Israel. And they are doing their best to protect Hezbollah. And they are putting all the pressure on Israel not to attack Hezbollah. I mean, do you see, can you imagine how wicked those liberal American? Wickedness itself is their name, is their title, is their religion. Yeah, yesterday we spoke about Kamala Harris. A guy, he entered here, the chat, and he says, Kamala Harris is a proud fruit of multicultural. And I find this is very hilarious, stupid. So, what does that mean? So, should I say I'm Arab and American and white and black and Indian, and that make me a proud? I mean, that is the most stupid thing to say. Since when your color will make you proud? So what if a Trump, he says, I'm proud of the red head neck around the world. I'm a mix of Belgium and Irish and English and German and what the heck is that? They have nothing to be proud about. This woman, there was a case in San Francisco, and the case against a very rich, wealthy businessman, and the opponent, he was a prosecutor like her. So a rich man, he supported Kamala Harris. She won the election. She dropped all the cases against that rich man. We know how they got here. Proud. She is the one who released thousands of prisoners for rapes and all kinds of crimes, including pedophiles. In fact, she made a fundraising for those people. We know who she. There's an interview of Obama. I don't know if you guys watch it. They ask him, who is your favorite to be in the White House after you leave the White House? He said, and I'm quoting him, I don't mind if I have like a headset, I put it in my ear, and I tell the one in the White House what to do. I don't care who. And until now, Obama never left the White House. Yeah, we spoke about the French Olympic opening. We'll stop watching it and post against it and make videos against it. The problem that you Christians are so submissive, you don't do anything. How, we have 1,000 people here. Why we don't have 1,000 video made by you in all languages against what happened? Where is the Christians? Why there's only few people that speak, the rest is just a chatting machine? What do you want to do about it? If you live in France, did you go strike? Did you gather the Christians? Did you make a post on Facebook, let us go by tens of thousands in the street and show them this is not accepted? What about we make a big protest in the middle of this Olympic and let this Olympic get screwed? The Christians just don't care. All right, we have somebody want to talk.
Hello.
Hello.
I have like 2 questions.
Uh-huh.
I'm Christian, by the way. I'm Christian.
Okay.
So, you keep like I see a bunch of your videos, and you keep mentioning that in Jannah, you will have like an endless penis, and the woman's parts will always also be endless. Like, wait, what verse is it? I'm trying to find it.
This is not a verse. This is a hadith.
Oh, okay. Can you give me the please?
Yeah, people will post it for you.
All right.
Yeah, this is not a reason to come on the stage. We post this hadith a million times. Anyone have the link, please post it for him. Go ahead, Christian.
Hey, Sifu, I want one hadith.
Can you speak louder, please?
Can I get you now?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you find the hadith where it says
Guys, I'm not going today to talk about hadith and stupid things. What's wrong with people? Today is about us as a Christians talking. We speak 7 days a week, screwing Muhammad in his butt. So where you been in all the 7 days? And why, when I say a hadith, why you don't take it from the screen? I show it. Should I give a hadith for individuals? So we mention a topic, the video is there, stop the screen, take a screenshot with your phone, post it in Google, the screen as it is, click at search text, you will find the hadith immediately. Didn't want to work, didn't want to do anything. Can you give me this? Can you give me that? Can you give me that? So what I'm doing all my life here? Go ahead, Muna.
Christian Praise, good evening.
Good evening.
Trust you're doing good.
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Okay. There's something I want to discuss.
Go ahead.
And at the end, I would like my fellow brethren to give their views and ideas at the end. There's one peculiar thing in Africa. They believe so much in wishes, wizards, occultic powers, and shams. They believe that these powers has been hindering them and uplift.
My sister, I don't understand your accent. I'm really sorry. I have no idea what you are saying.
Okay, let me come again with what I'm saying.
All right. Maybe you can post your text so I can read it. Type what you
Let
want to
me come
say.
again. You can understand
Yeah,
it.
because I have difficulty to understand any word of what you are saying. I don't want to be rude,
I said that.
but I
No.
don't understand what you are saying.
Can you listen again?
Okay, go ahead.
I said that there's something peculiar in Africa.
Uh-huh.
And that thing is that Africans believe so much. That is, I mean, Christians in Africa. They believe so much in occultic powers,
In what?
witches power, occultic powers,
What does that mean? Occultic?
occultic powers. Yeah.
Magic. You mean magic?
Yes.
Okay.
They believe in witches and wizards
Okay.
operating and hindering them. So I want to know if it is same with other continents, or is it only Africans that they believe that all these are hindering them and stopping them being what they're supposed to be in life?
All right. I will answer you. Thank you for your question. All right.
Okay.
First, like for us, like the Bible speak about magic, and we know that even there is a very severe punishment for those who practice it in the Bible. However, magic is false. Magic is not a real practice. Magic is a pagan act. It's just to fool people, taking advantage of their money and their wealth. And a person, he claimed that he have a superpower and he can change things by magic. Well, if this is true, then he should not get paid for it because he can change things for his benefit. He should be a king. He can be a king. He have magic in his side, But this is happen only when the society are not educated, when the society are very naive, a bunch of villagers, stupid people. I say stupid. But this is not only in Africa. I found that it exists in Europe, in many, until now, many European people believe in this garbage. So voodoo is very well-known practice between even many American and many white people, many Asian, many all kind of, But this is only can flourish between people who they are superstition and they are stupid. You have to be stupid. You have to be stupid to follow such a behavior. I remember when I was in Romania, they told me there's a woman, famous woman, many women, they pay her money because she can make someone love you. So a woman, she want to marry this guy. She like this guy, but he don't like her. So what she do? She go to this woman and she make a magic and she tell her put it for him in the drink or etc. Blah, blah, blah. And then he will love you. So I said to them, I'd like to see this woman. So anyway, one day, this woman, she was there. And I said to her, I want you to, she don't speak English. I said to her, I want you to make me love you. And I ask you to marry me. Should they translate? They said, no, no, no. I said, no, I will pay you. I will pay you. But I want you to show me that you can make me ask you to marry me. I want to see if you can do it. Isn't it so easy for you and you are so powerful? She refused. She's, so those stupid women who they are desperate to get married, they go to such a stupid women, she's a stupid, they are stupid. So this is an exchange of service between two stupid parties. One of them is smarter and he is evil, and the other one is naive, stupid, still living his paganism. So we know that this practice of magic, which is false, is an evil practice. Why? Because it's taking advantage of a bunch of stupid people. I see just in the news, it says now a bunch of stabbing in Berlin, in Germany. Wonderful, wonderful. Bring more. Bring more, Germany. You deserve it. All right. SUJ, go ahead. Are you there? SU, are you there?
Oh, shalom, CP.
Welcome.
Shalom. Can you hear me?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to mention the disturbing thing that happened at the RNC the first day. when they brought this Sikh woman who gave glory and called her pagan god like the true, the only, not just true, the only true God. But what was most disturbing, it was that the crowd bowing, most of them were bowing their heads and then the clap and the applaud they gave her. It really angered me because what they did is they agreed basically that her God, her pagan God, is the only true God. And I don't know. I don't see. I was looking online to see how Christians are reacting to that, and I saw a couple of things, but I didn't see an outrage reaction from us. From, I mean, I should speak for myself too. I'm guilty of that. I should
Yeah, you
start
see,
something about
the problem is that those Christians, because what they learn in schools and in universities and in the media, that we respect everybody, we respect everybody believe, etc. So now the women in the stage, and then she is going to pray to the only true God, and because they are a bunch of fool, idiot, the word stupid does not explain how stupid they are. They don't notice that they are just bowing down to a fake God. I mean, and not only that, many of them they have a T-shirt. The shirt it says Jesus. It says Jesus, and
yeah,
and then they bow down to the stupid God of the Sikh God, which is Allah.
yeah,
So this is how stupid they are. They don't use their brain. Their brain is very limited. Those people are like sheep. You know, they are driven by anyone, not the real shepherd Jesus. Anyone in the stage, he is their shepherd now. Trump in the stage, he is their shepherd. Biden in the stage, he is their shepherd. Whoever have a stick, you know, they move with him. Nobody want to use his brain. So
so kind of like,
this was a very evil
yeah,
act. And here you notice that the Republican, they are moving to be a woke community very soon. So they are doing the same as the woke community. They brought a woman, they call her a model, but we know what model is about. What model mean?
yeah, I
What
saw
model?
that too.
So they brought a one, she have tattoos and etc. I mean, who need those? Why those are? Because in order to win election, for them, they don't care even if they bring the devil on the stage. The
Yeah,
the
I
dev,
saw that, and I
if the devil can
100% agree with
if the devil can recommend Trump or Biden, trust me, both of them, they will say please.
Yeah, and that's against our belief because we believe God can do the impossible. So trusting in man is not godly. Trusting in man, putting their trust in the model and in whatever, it goes straight against our belief, which we believe that God only, we can put our trust only in Almighty God, Jesus Christ, because He controls everything. And why we put our trust in mere man? You know, that really angered me, and I didn't watch the rest of the RNC. Um, yeah, I just wanted to share that. But thank you. I appreciate your take on that.
You're welcome. Yeah,
Thank you.
obviously those Republican, they are the one who organized this convention is a pervert, idiot, and he inserted all those weirdo, all kind of weirdo. They came to the stage, you know, like when they brought this actor, what his name, Hulk, and he took off his T-shirt. What is that? You know, I mean, this is a childish. Is that a cartoon? What is this? Enough is enough. It sounds like Mimi Hijab on the stage. But anyway, because they understand that the majority of Americans, they have a child brain. They are not educated. They are very emotional. They are like, American, not too. I mean, you see, I like Indian movies. And the reason I like it, it's how silly and how stupid it is, not because how smart it is. I mean, the guy, he sent a letter to the girl, and secretly they are going to meet in the middle of an old temple, secretly. And then they meet together, and then suddenly they start singing. And then suddenly there's 20,000 dancers behind them. I suppose this is a meeting, secret meeting. So Republican, Democrat, this is how their secret meeting is. Their secret meeting, they bring thousands of TV stations. They bring a belly dancer. They bring a whore. They bring a model. They bring I mean, all kind of weird people. And all of this is just to collect vote. So, like, why in the word Trump he invite Kardashian? Are we going to vote for Trump because of her boobs or because of her ass? Who is this Kardashian? She is a philosopher. She is an inventor. She is the power of America. And Biden do the same. I mean, the stupid people, you see. But this is telling you how uneducated the Americans are. To the point they bring a piece of garbage to present a president. I mean, a president invite who? Kardashian? The other one is asking what her name is, Swift or whatever her name, to tell people to vote for. I mean, just a stupid people. But what you can say, this is America. Majority of them, they are just under the influence. I mean, if a guy like Andrew Tate, the pimp, he go live, he have 500,000 view live. This is telling you how trashy the world is. 500,000 horny dog. They want to learn from a pimp how to be pimpy. So why you are surprised? So for us as a Christian, we don't vote for Trump, and we are not voting for Republican because they are decent, the decent Christians. There's a lot of a fraud, and there's a lot of poison in this Republican. In fact, many of them, they support everything evil, the same as the Democrat. This is why when we vote, when we go to vote next a few months from now, before you say yes to anyone, he is Republican or Democrat, doesn't matter who is he, you have to check his history, what he vote against and what he vote for, and then you make decision. Don't vote just because he was recommended by Trump. If he have a history of voting which is negative for us as Christians, we will say no to him. We are voting for Trump because we don't have too much options. We have two donkeys. One will hit you in your balls, the other one will hit you in your head. Choose. Because I assure you that both are going to hit us. Both. In fact, Trump, he is the one who forced Saudi Arabia to shake hands with Qatar. Qatar was under sanctions by Emirat, by Bahrain, by Saudi Arabia. It was the stupid Trump who opened the borders of Qatar, which means if not stupid Trump did this, until now Qatar is under sanctions and maybe invaded. In fact, Saudi Arabia was going to invade Qatar. The one who warned them not to do that, it was Trump. So Trump the dump, he protected the terrorists of Hamas in Qatar. It's a fact. And if not the stupid Trump, I believe October 7 now will not be happening. He is the one who forced all the neighbors around Qatar to shake hands with them and to open borders, so they can unite against Israel. All what he cares for is just to make money. He have one God. His name is Mr. Dollar. However, in the other side, we have a party. Their God is Mr. Dollar and penis and vagina. So it doesn't matter who you vote for, you are going to be screwed. But one of them, their screwdriver is so long, and the other one, his screwdriver maybe 1 inch or 2. Right now, the sons of Trump, they are praising Saudi Arabia. How amazing Saudi Arabia. I mean, this is Saudi Arabia, you donkey. This is the place where if somebody open his mouth will disappear. This is a place no Christian can preach. This is a place there's no churches. This is a place where no freedom. This is a place where nothing right. They are praising Saudi Arabia. Well, they gave them contract. They are making hundreds of... It's a bribe. Why the Saudi, the Qatari before them, they could not find a building to rent in New York except the building of the son of law of a Trump. We know it's a bribe. It is a bribe. And the Saudi, they could not find any construction company in the world to do business with them except the sons of Trump. We know that is a bribe. And this is a bribe in advance. So when he becomes a president, he will pay them back. But what we can do? At least Trump will not promote their garbage. He will make money. What we can do? He will make money. All of them, they will make money. Every single one of those who they are working in the government, they are working there for money. Nobody is serving you. When they say we got your back, they mean it. They are going to stab you. And those poor people, you know, they are so excited. They think those people, they will defend them. But at least Trump, he have common sense. When it's come to security, to business, even enemies fear him. So he has certain common sense, and this is what we were supporting. Otherwise, both of them, they have many negative issues. But the Democrat, they lost their mind. All their brain is about the transgender, the drag queen, the flag of the homosexual. They put the flag everywhere in the world in the embassies. I mean, how our enemies will fear us? What is the flag of America? They are the one who burned the American flag, and they put the flag of the queer. So we have no chance except to vote for Trump. And that's why I encourage you. I am speaking negative about Trump in many ways because I am truthful. But doesn't mean we should not vote for him. We have no choice but to vote for him. Otherwise, you will have other way more years of inflation, corruption, collapsing, security, borders, Hezbollah and those terrorists, they will grow like weeds. Do you know why when Biden became president, suddenly war is everywhere? Suddenly those people, they dare to shoot at our army everywhere? Because they notice that this country is collapsing. Doesn't have a president. Look who is the president and look who is the vice president. This is a joke. Sometime you need a decoy. To make it simple for you, like if you have a fruit tree in the yard, you go and buy a decoy, present eagle. So the birds will not eat your mulberry or figs. And this is exactly how terrorism and evil countries are. When there is no decoy, even if the decoy will do nothing, but just seeing a decoy there, a toy, look like an eagle, they will fear and they will behave. It's like having a camera and the camera is fake. And now you think that this camera is watching you. So I'm going to behave. So when Joe Biden become a president, the camera is dead. The American army, nobody fear no more. The border is open. Terrorists, they come as they wish. Drugs is going like crazy inside America. In fact, the American companies, they were selling tens of thousands of arms machines, heavy arm machines to the cartel in South America, under the watch of Harris and Biden. And the funny is the FBI did not notice. And the CIA, they never heard of it. They heard nothing. The CIA and the FBI, they are just watching the Catholic because they are opposing abortion. And they are terrorists for them. The activities of Hezbollah in USA, nobody see it. Activities of Al-Qaeda, nobody see it. Muslim Brotherhood, nobody see it. Obama gang, nobody see it. All those things, nobody see it. But the Christians who they are opposing Biden are seen closely. So we have no choice but to vote for Trump. All right? With all negative he have. But what we can do, there's no other choice. Is it Trump is going to take care of them? Well, as I said, you see, Trump is not the only one is in charge when he is a president. When you have the whole party in control of the Congress and the Senate, there's many opinion they will lead the president to make it. You see, when the president he see himself alone in one opinion, he will not be able to accomplish anything. So this is why we have many members, many congressmen, many senators. They can oppose Trump when he's wrong. As an example, who remember when George Bush he decided to give control to Emirat over our New York ports? Anyone remember? At that time, George Bush he have full control. The Republican they have full control of the Congress and the Senate. So if the Congress and Senate agree with him, Emirat right now will be controlling your ports in New York. So this stupid George Bush, obviously they offer him a lot of money under the table. He was willing to sell our security. Imagine Muslim country taking over our ports. Literally. Suddenly American, they cannot run their ports. We need to bring a bunch of Arab like me to run the port. And the funny is that the Emirat themselves, they bring American to run their port because they cannot run it. So it's just a business deal. They are everything for sale for them. So at that time, the American Congress and Senate, they oppose massively. So George Bush failed. This is why we hope that when Trump he go wrong, we will have many decent, still there is many decent in the Congress, not all of them, and in the Senate, not many of them. They will oppose the bad behavior of any. And we hope for that. Right? Yeah, all the business in the Middle East are run by foreigners. Those Middle Eastern, they cannot run a business. They have the money only. If you check any business in Emirat, if you check any even department, they say to you, Emirat, they build a high building and the engineer is Emirati. That's false. All the engineers who are already in charge are not local. Even the one who cleaned the garbage in the street is not them. Those Arab don't work. The first 3-4 hours in the morning, they drink coffee and tea. By 3 a.m. he's tired. 3 p.m. he's tired for doing nothing, speaking in the phone and playing with apps. So they give them high jobs. Those are like clothes from the royal family, which is not royal anyway. So they give job for this guy just to, you know, to distribute money and to silence the crowd, the local, who they are small in number. Emirat, the local are not even maybe 5% of the population. So they give them fake jobs. It's just to make them, okay, cool down, don't ask where the money is going. And the real people who they are doing the jobs is foreigners. Everything is done by foreigners. Taxis run by foreigners. Limousine run by foreigner. Electric company run by foreigner. Phone company run by foreigners. The garbage collector run by foreigner. Anything run by foreigner. And then they say to you, Saudi Arabia is building massive building. They cannot build anything. When the Saudi, they want to build something, they go to the Korean, they sign a contract with the Korean, come and build it for us. And then after the project finished, they say, Saudi Arabia built. We know what's going on. The Turkish, they start making machine guns. Turkish and Egyptian. I remember one of my friends, he bought one of those cheap guns. I told him, don't buy it, man. He said, no, look, it looks so good, actually. The gun looks so good, you know? The design, it looks so elegant. And they put a chrome in it, shiny, you know? The guy, he lost his finger. His finger is gone. The gun exploded in his hand. The finger is close to where the bullet is. His finger is gone. Totally gone. Like it's not, that's it, it's gone. So anything they do is a very bad. Even if when they try to build something, they bring foreigners to put it together, and they cheat in the material. It's like the Chinese in China building massive buildings, but when you go inside, you see the cracks in the walls everywhere. Because the society is very much corrupt, and cheating in the cement is everywhere, and the and the steel and the cement and the material, cheating is all over. What do you think about Erdogan threatening Israel? The one who threats you is the one who will do nothing. Never fear the one who threats you. Fear the one who will not. Those who talk too much, threaten, they are done. If Erdogan he dare, he will never hesitate for a day. But he knew that the Israeli can nuke Turkey. He is no match. He is no match. And you know, Turkey is a very bankrupt country too. If they go in war, real war, if the war continue for 10 days, Turkey is collapsing. They don't have money. That's why now Erdogan is kissing the ass of the president of Syria, trying to convince him to shake hands. I mean, this guy just a few years ago, he wanna kill the Assad. Today he is kissing his ass. Why? Because his country is collapsing. The economy is so bad. And now the Assad, he's saying, maybe I will meet you. I will think about it. Maybe. Right? Let us see. You don't want to meet him? Because he knew that the Turkish, they are desperate to meet with him. They are in a point of very weak situation where their government is collapsing, their economy have no money, tourism is in the edge, and since they put sanctions in Israel, you know, things is going bad. You know, stupid Erdogan, he put sanctions in selling steels to Israel. But by doing that, he gave a finger to himself first, because Israeli still they can buy steel from anywhere. $600 billion is gone. So here you see Erdogan is hoping that the Assad will meet him, and the Assad is saying maybe, not sure, I will think about it. All right. This is how you know who is weak and who is strong, you know? This is Erdogan begging the Syrian president to meet with him. Please, can we? Shall we? Anyway, all those cowards, they fear, they don't respect. You see, when Trump, he lost the election, supposedly, according to the news, Erdogan, he sent a letter, if you remember, to the White House saying that Trump and his supporters are KKK. You know, this Erdogan is a hyena, like all Muslims. So now the lion is out of the house. So now it's time to bite him. If a Trump, he became a president again, the hyena of Erdogan, he will send a letter. Oh, those woke community support the gay, homosexual. Thank God they are gone. Hyena. You know? They are hyena. We know them. What the Lord said, from their fruits you shall know them. What you can say about Libya? Well, this it's a Muslim country where they will never have peace. You see, this is the issue about Western. They think if they get rid of Qaddafi, those people, they will make election and it will be democratic country, and those Muslims, that's it. You open war, civil war, everybody want to be a president, and because they are tribal society, so every tribe want to have their own tribe to be the president. And they will keep fighting for the coming 100 years until there is no citizen left. Same is happening in Iraq. Look at Iraq. Saddam Hussein is gone long time ago. So Iraq will never have peace. Never. That's it. The country is gone. Turkey will be the same. The only reason for Turkey until now is holding itself together is American. Turkey was in a state where it collapsing totally. It was the stupid American who they bail Turkey. They give them hundreds of millions of dollars. Turkish cannot even pay for their own army. It was the American who saved them. Turkey will come to the point where the country will collapse and will become many countries. Kurdish, Azerbaijan, Assyrian, all kind of ethnic groups. Turkey is a very, very mixed ethnic, and they hate each other to death. So time will come, and the same happened to the Ottoman Empire before. Shrink massively, Turkey is going to shrink again. It's just a matter of time. What is holding them together now is being part of the NATO, and the stupid American is spending a lot of money in Turkey, supporting the economy. All those bases we have in Turkey is funding the terrorist Erdogan. All right. You see, like people, they say to me, we like you to open Sunday, like for Christians to call. And then when we go in Sunday, nobody call us. Be my witness. They say, please, CP, we like it, we love it. But nobody want to talk. Right? And if we get somebody to want to talk, he want to talk about, give me a hadith of Muhammad. Go ahead, IDF.
Shalom, CP.
Shalom, shalom.
Remember, I talked to you before, like 2 weeks ago, I think, probably.
All right.
I wanted to bring a topic about the Bible. Can we speak about the Bible?
Sure, go ahead.
Some Christians, sometimes, even though that I am myself a Christian, they will call me a lot of time the synagogue of Satan. Because I'm like I'm a Jew, because I'm a Jewish, and I'm like, and they tell me that the Jews are like fake. The Jews that in Israel today are fake Christians, not fake Christian, like fake Jews. Sorry, and that I'm a fake Christian. And anyway, like I wanted to present from the Bible, like an argument that can prove that Israel currently, it is in fact like from the will of God, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Because in the book of Leviticus 26, verse 44 to 45, it says that even when the people of Israel will be in sin, God will still be with them even when they are in exile in the land of their enemies. And later, you heard about the Dead Sea Scrolls? So, like, in my opinion, God has an interesting way to communicate with us, because the Dead Sea Scrolls, they were found in 1947. A little less than 1 year before the creation of the State of Israel.
Okay.
The only book that was found, that was fully found. You know, the Dead Sea Scrolls, they are like 200 years before the time of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
The only book that was fully preserved, fully from beginning to end, is the book of Isaiah. The book that is speaking of Jesus, and also the book that is speaking about the return of Israel. In the book of Isaiah, the prophet Isaiah tells that the land of Israel, when the Jews are gone, the land of Israel will be desolate. It will be disgusting. It will be garbage land. It will be not fertile, and there will be very little inhabitants. It Isaiah 24 verse 6, and also in Leviticus 26 verse 32, it also will say that God Himself says, "I myself will lay waste the land, so that your enemies who live there will be appealed." The land will be so garbage that even the people who live there will like say, what is this? Like, it's like nothing growing here. And history tell us in the time of the Ottoman Empire, in the time of the Roman Empire, even when they renamed the land to Palestina, and they renamed Jerusalem to Ilia Capitolina, Jerusalem was always a garbage city. No one cared about Jerusalem. It was always Damascus. The main city was always Damascus. The capital of the region was always Damascus. Even during the Ottoman Empire time, anyone can go and check. The Ottoman Empire didn't even call this region Palestine. They simply call everything Syria. So my point is that the land was always garbage when the Jews were outside. And now what the Bible tells us that will happen when the Jews are inside Israel, the land that God promised them.
Yeah, but
in Isaiah 2.
Yeah, but I want to go back to when in the beginning you said that God will be with the Jews even when they are in sin. What sin we are talking about?
When I said in sin, I meant like even in like for example when they worked when they were in Babylon in exile, they sinned, and because of it, God exiled them to Babylon.
Yeah, but doesn't mean that God with you because you are in sin. So God, He promised you to bring you back. But
exactly.
But if you
keep His promise.
You see, I don't know what people they are saying to you about synagogue of Satan. Synagogue of Satan. There is a statement about it. This is in the book of Revelation. However, when we speak about a certain group of people, the ones who they are speaking themselves, they are Jews. Those are Jews who become Christians, and they are the one describing the synagogue as synagogue of Satan. But there is a reason for that. However, any church is a church of Satan. Any synagogue is a synagogue of Satan. If the Satan is the one who is in lead of that place. So if the Jews are mocking Jesus in that synagogue, well, this is a synagogue of Satan. So,
of course.
Yeah. So if they are mocking Jesus, well, they are not praising God now, because synagogue is should not be a place where you mock Jesus. Synagogue is where you pray to Elohim, correct?
I can tell you that Christians around the world are overestimating how much Jews care. Like, to be honest with you, most Jews, they never speak about Jesus. They never like in Israel specifically, because most people in Israel, in the end of the day, they're Jewish in their religion. Most people don't talk about Jesus. Like I walk with a cross on my neck. No one ever cared. No one ever the most extreme thing
for you. But what I don't understand, why anyone want to say to you that you are a synagogue of Satan if you are a Christian?
Because sometimes I will speak, for example, in the internet. Mostly, I will talk about people will tell lies about Israel, for example, and I, as someone who live in Israel, I will tell them that it's a lie, it's not true. And then they will tell me that I'm like a fake Christian. I'm not really Christian, and that
Well,
I'm basically
they can say whatever they want. You know, if we go to Isaiah 62, you mentioned Isaiah, you will see that there it says, "Behold, the Lord has proclaimed into the end of the world," right? Say to the daughter of Zion. So when people they insult you will see somebody saying he's a Zionist. Supposedly this is bad, but this is in the Bible. You know, those are ignorant people. They are stupid. This is why we as Christians, we support Israel. This is their land. The Bible says so. You cannot be Christian, and if you are a Christian and you deny what the Bible says, that means you are a stupid fake. You know, they are not Christians. So it is
and
not.
that's exactly.
Yeah, it's not him who is from the synagogue of Satan. It is the Christian who say that to you because he is supporting the enemy of Jesus, the enemy of because the Old Testament God is the same God of the New Testament. Remember that, Christians, we don't have two gods. The God of the Old Testament, Jesus says, Abraham, before Abraham I am. They said to him, how that can be, and you are not even 40, 50 years old. He said, truly, truly, I say to you, that Abraham, he saw my day, and he rejoiced for it. So the God of Abraham, the God of Moses, the God of all prophets, is the same God of the New Testament. We don't have two gods. We don't have three gods. We don't have four gods. So when the God, he promised the land to the Jews, this is the land of the Jews, regardless if they accepted Jesus or not. This will not change anything. If they accepted Jesus, they accepted, and in the same time, let us say there's 90% of the Jews, they did not accept Jesus. By the way, I believe it's the opposite. I believe that the majority of the Jews already, they are Christians now. The minority are not. So you are labeling the majority by the minority. However, for us as a Christians, we have to be always truthful, and we believe a person who don't believe in Jesus, he will not be saved. It doesn't matter who is he. And a Christian who is fake Christian, who vote for Democrat, he will not be saved, because you are voting for homosexuality, voting for abortion, voting for everything against the Bible. So the synagogue of Satan is for those who made Satan their God in that place. Synagogue is not about a place for the Jews. Synagogue present a temple of a prayer, a place of worship. So those people who they are, bring in a foreign god to be like when Trump in the convention, not him, the one who organized the stupid convention, they brought a woman, she said she is praying to the only true God. And then those Christians, they put their head down, praising the only true God, who is the God of the Sikh. Well, that was a synagogue of Satan. That was not a synagogue of Jesus. They are praising false God. So who care what people say about you? You are a Christian, you are a Jew, and you are in Israel, and we support Israel.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to finish my point.
Go ahead.
So as I told you in Leviticus, that God said that even when the Jews sinned, he will keep his promise, he will keep his covenant. That's the first thing. The second thing, I gave you an example from the book of Isaiah, that Isaiah said what will happen to the land, and also in Leviticus, God himself said what will happen to the land, and the land was always desolate, was always garbage, nothing grew here. And we have like countless historical evidence for that. But after that, Isaiah also tell us what will happen when the Jews are back to the land. And Isaiah will tell us that the land will be fruitful, that the desert will go away, and that the earth will be green again. And we can see that Israel today is excelling in agriculture, it excelling in fruit, it excelling in technology, and we can see and we can compare us to the rest of the countries that surrounding us, for example. So,
but are we excelling in faith?
I don't know. Unfortunately, no.
Because you missed,
I would say no.
You missed the most important excel in faith, because we know the like I sang you a song as a Jew, which is saying the builder, the builder are building for waste, you know? You know what I mean?
I understand. Yeah, but and by the way, it's hard to say that it's hard for me to say the Jews are like are not excelling in faith, because even though they do reject the Messiah, it's hard to say that Jews are not believing in God. You know what I'm saying? Because every single time when something good happened, they praised God. Every single time that something bad happened, they cry for God. So it's I mean I understand, but it's hard to say that it's like some kind of evil religion or something like that. And I know by the way that there is like passages in the Talmud. I don't read it because I don't care about it, because I think generally speaking I never I don't really I don't really like rabbinical Judaism in the way they practice. I think it's very hypocritical in my personal, and that's why I embraced Christianity. I think it's very hypocritical in a lot of things. If it's in how they keep the Shabbat, if it's like Yom Kippur and stuff like specifically the rabbinical ones. Yeah, I don't really like it, but like the normal Jews, the normal most of the people, they don't know anything about the Talmud. And in fact, also I think the bad stuff that mentions about Jesus, it's in the Gemara, which is like it's like commentary. It means it's not like hadith, which means it's like the prophet said it. It's simply commentary. People can accept it or they can not accept it. For every bad passage, that's what a Jewish friend told me. By the way, I don't know if it's true or not, but he told me that on every bad passage about Christians or about Gentiles, you can find a positive, something positive about someone. Like another rabbi will say something positive. I don't know much about it. I'm gonna be honest. I never read it. But in general, like my general point is that Jews are not evil from my experience. A lot of people who like probably like brainwashed from from the past in Europe, like from the blood labels or from like a lot of anti-Semitic people. A lot of them will change their mind the moment they will visit Israel. Why? Because in Israel, suddenly you will see that we have homeless Jews, we have Jews that can barely pass the month, that barely can move from month to month, Jews who are struggling, we have Jews who are criminals, and we have Jews who are very good people. You will see that Jews, in the end of the day, they are simply like any other people in the world. In America, I don't know, maybe a lot of people will point out, say, oh, you see, those people are like working for Pfizer, those people are working in the government and whatever. But in the end of the day, in Israel, you will see that we have all kinds of Jews. In my opinion, I will share my opinion. I think that one of the purposes of the state of Israel, the modern state of Israel, is to show hypocrisy. Because a lot of people will tell me, Jews mocking Jesus. Every Christian country mock Jesus today. Sorry for saying it. We saw it in France, just like you said, just like you said a few hours ago. People will tell me, how can you be the chosen people if you have LGBTQ? Every single Christian country in the world have LGBTQ, and so on and so on and so forth. It's everywhere. So my point is that all of us, we need Jesus. All of us, we need to trust in God, and all of us need to love God, because as Jesus said, from their fruit you shall know them, like you said, and like you love to say a lot of time, like from their fruits you shall know them. If you see that the people are good people, they are behaving good, it means they are good people. If you see people who are advocating for terrorism, people who spit on Christians, then they are disgusting. They are not. They are. You know what? The Jews who spit on Christians, they are the synagogue of Satan.
All right. Yeah. Well, as you say, I agree with you. There's many are hypocrite. They blame like Jews for insulting Jesus, but those Christians, They have no problem with their own land. Supposedly the president, he could take an oath like Biden. He take an oath in the Bible when he became president, but yet he put the LGBTQ flag on the White House in the Easter day. They have it is just a hypocrisy to see, as Jesus said about the rabbis, who they see the little thing in the eye of somebody, but they don't see the tree in their eye. It's like a person who
Exactly, brother.
he don't see the hump in his back as a camel, but he see the pimple in your face. So we as a Christians, we will never hate the Jews. And as you see, he himself is born of a Jewish family. He become a Christian. He become a believer, and I believe.
I'm by the way, I'm not I'm. My mother was always Christian. My mother baptized me also.
Oh, okay, that's wonderful.
My situation is a little bit different. Like a lot of Jews, by the way, they will have a negative view of Jesus because of history, because of false teaching. And in my case, it was not the case, because my mother was always Christian. My father is a Jew. His family, most of his family, some even are religious Jew in my father's family. My father himself is not really religious. He's not. I wouldn't call him even a Christian. But my mother is 100% Christian, and my mother is the one that gave me education, who taught me everything and showed me everything, and a lot of what I'm trying to say is that in the end of the day, it's like Jesus told us that we need to look at the fruit of the people, and judge them by individual. Like we hate the sin, not the sinner. And also, I'm a little bit lost in my thoughts. Sorry.
It's all right. It's all right. Well, we got your point, but we need to know always remember that we can be proud about technology and having like the country is doing good, economy is doing good, but as the Bible says in the book of Psalm 127, that the builders, unless the Lord built the house, the labor is in vain. So we pray that Israeli, they will come to the faith and they will let the Lord bless their buildings, so their building will not be labor in vain. Otherwise, many kingdoms, they flourish. Rome was massive. America is going to be gone one day. As long as they continue in this way, they will be destroyed sooner or later. All empires, they will be doomed for very simple reason, because simply they start worshiping Satan and doing the act of Satan. So we should not be proud about an army unless it's an army of warriors who believe in God. We should not be proud about a country unless it's a country honor God and it's truthful with God in the law, in the behavior, in the practice, in the society. Right now, most of those countries in the world, America is included, is an antichrist God, and it's antichrist behavior, antichrist government, antichrist FBI, antichrist CIA. They are supporting terrorists. They support Osama bin Laden. They support Hamas. They support terrorists everywhere in the world. In fact, America have long history of supporting anyone kill Christians. Any country in the world, when they kill Christians, America is the one will support you, including Erdogan, including the Syrian terrorist during Obama, and then after Obama, and then after Obama, and then they never stop. They always who is the one who support Taliban? Who is the one who made Taliban? Who is the one who praised Hamas? Who is the one who brought Yasser Arafat to the White House to shake hands and force Israel to shake hands with a terrorist? Who is the one? The wicked American. So the wicked American, and I'm talking about the government, are always a source of wickedness. And yet they claim that they are people of God. But if you look at the fruits of every single American government, it was a fruit of the synagogue of Satan. So synagogue of Satan, not necessarily someone who is a Jew. It can be anyone. All of them, they have one God. His name is Mr. Dollar or Mr. Satan, whatever you want to call him. So we know
it's also
them. We
it's
know
also
them. Yeah.
very hypocritical. It's also very hypocritical to hate Jews because they, I don't know, they wrote something bad in the Talmud, but then again, Jews wrote the New Testament. Jews wrote the Gospels. The first followers of Jesus were mostly Jewish people. So I mean, if you're going to hate, then hate everything.
No, we as a Christians, we cannot hate, and even the one who they are evil. You know, if, the fruit of hate is, you know, will make you Satan yourself. So we don't hate anyone. We feel sorry for those who do like disgusting behavior. But we know that Paul, he was a very, very conservative Jew, extreme. So if you want to hate the Jews, you start from Paul and continue, go through Mary and go through everyone in your book. Every name in your book you praise is a name of a Jew. In fact, all your names, Christians, all your names is names coming from the Jews. Like, what's your name, John? What's your name, James? What's your name, Paul? What's your name? I mean, you give me your name, Mary. Well, you are, all of you, you are naming yourself by the names of Jews. Yet you want to say you hate the Jews. That's because you become a victims of a stupidity of the woke culture. The woke, they want to demonize Israel and demonize Christianity. So when you join the forces, you are joining the forces against yourself. You know, when I was in the Middle East, they say Saturday first, Sunday next. I don't know what does that mean. I was a kid. Then I learned that we kill the Jews first, and then we finish the Christians second. So they demonize Israel today, and your children join them. After they finish with Israel, what do you think is next? In fact, they are not waiting for next. Already they are demonizing you as a Christian. They make your Jesus every day. Every day, in every movie. Every single movie. And by the way, there's many Jewish producers involved in this mockery to Jesus. But those are Jewish who hate Israel too. Those are Jewish who hate Jesus. And they hate Jesus, they hate the Jews too. They hate Israel. Many people do not know that there's Jews who they used to betray Jews and deliver them to Hitler to kill them. I forgot what they call them in the Hebrew language. So they have a title, you know, those Jews. They used to call the Gestapo, and because they are Jews, the Jews, they trust them. So they go in the street, they find out where Jews are hiding, they call the Gestapo, the Hitler Secret Service, and they come and they arrest the Jews and kill them. So always there is Judas somewhere. And Judah, he can be a Jew, and he can be a Gentile. I will give you an example of the Gentile Judah today in the White House. His name is Joe Biden. He claimed to be Christian. He took an oath in the Bible. He go to church just to take photos. In the same time, everything he do is Antichrist. Anyway, thank you, brother, for joining us.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And I hope soon we will have a good news from Israel. But look like the Israeli army will not do any massive response. As I said, I think they will do just a stupid, they will knock some empty buildings here and there. And they will make themselves like, oh, we did a lot against Israel. So they will make a, they will make a movie.
They don't want to piss off the Americans. That's how it goes.
Because
they're afraid.
Because they're afraid. Because they are stupid.
Yeah, of course, yes. 100%, I agree with you on that.
And then tomorrow, Hezbollah will attack back. Good luck.
it's just a matter of time, you know. It's like with Hamas. It was the same situation. They waited until it blew up. The same will eventually happen with Hezbollah. Before that, they had the civilian war in Syria, so they were occupied, and we had peace, quote unquote, peaceful times. But then again, it's only a matter of time before, as you said, like Saturday first, Sunday next, or Sunday first and
but
Saturday next.
next time the war will be way bigger, and they might be stronger than you. You never know. You know,
It's going. I don't think they will be stronger. I think it's definitely the result will definitely will be dire, because
why not? If Iran they were able to make a nuke next month, and then they smuggle their nuke to be shot from the south of Lebanon. You will nuke them, but if you nuke them, they nuke you first. Well, I mean, your population is so small, their population is so massive, they lost nothing. You lost the war.
Yeah,
so,
but also the whole, I mean, I'm not sure if ideologically they will do it. I mean, they're stupid, so maybe. But I mean, if the whole point,
why they will not?
Because apparently they love Jerusalem or El Aqsa.
Come on,
El Aqsa Mosque, El Quds.
They will not nuke Jerusalem. They will nuke Tel Aviv.
Yeah, but if you nuke Tel Aviv, you basically also nuke Jerusalem, because it's a very small country.
They will lose nothing. Just trust me. They don't love Jerusalem. Who care about Jerusalem? They care about killing every single Jew. They will claim victory and you are gone. And then what the American will do, they will say, we are sorry for what happened. It should not happen.
Everybody else is martyrs. Everybody else is a martyr.
Yeah. So it's going to be too late. So the Israelis are waiting for their destiny to be killed. But by delaying the response, Hezbollah will be stronger next year. And God knows what kind of weapon they will have next year. It's just a stupid behavior. Yeah. And now, I'm sure they will not do any massive attack against Israel. They will do some kind of theater claiming that they made victory, which will make Hezbollah even stronger. Because the world is watching that Israel is unable to do anything really serious. Nothing. Yeah. So we will see in the coming few hours what they will do, what kind of theater but Netanyahu will do. It's a bad movie made in Hollywood. All right, brother. Thank you very much.
And that was that's that's the topic I was gonna bring you, Christian Prince. I think it's really interesting how the Muslim allies that in France, you know, the liberals in France, they want to do this abomination in the Olympic stage. You know, I think it's really interesting because, like, in this day and age, we see them more in the open. Like back in the day, they were a little bit more occult. You know. They were hidden, and now they're in the open. Like all this stuff.
Yeah, but it's not their fault. It's not their fault because the Christians, they do nothing, you know. So they are getting more and more aggressive. The problem that the Christians are very submissive, and like how many of the Christians today they will strike tomorrow and go in the street in Paris and show them that this is disgusting and we are against it. So they will disturb all the Olympic, and the Olympic will collapse. We can make the Olympic collapse if we gather 100,000 protesters only, you know, just 100,000.
Yeah.
You know, we can make this Olympic collapse. As simple as that. You know, but they don't do it. Our priests are potatoes. They claim to be priests, but nobody want to gather people. Oh, what they talk about, let us have peace. We're not going to do violent. We will go and protest in peaceful way. Can we? So why they don't do anything?
One of my friends actually invited me to his church today, and he is Egyptian Coptic, I think he is. So he's Egyptian Coptic, and he invited me to his church. It's I think it's an Orthodox Coptic church.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something, my back hurts.
Because you stand a lot?
You stand and you sit. You stand and you sit.
Yeah.
You know, it's difficult on your back, you know?
Yeah, they have different, yeah, I know.
Yeah, they have different customs. But something that I noticed, because, you know, the churches that I that I grew up in are a little bit more, I guess, Protestant or something like that. Something that I noticed is that they're very monotonous and sleepy, I guess. I don't know if that's their way of praising the Lord. Hey, I'll praise to the Lord if that's the case.
No, you
But
see
it's a little bit.
the tradition in churches. This is not about sleepy. They making noise in the church for them is a kind of a disrespect. So the way they praise, it have to be elegant. It have to be a singing way. It have to be like in a musical
No
way.
instruments.
It
No
have to be
instruments.
even sometimes they use like bells. So it's totally different from other churches. So for
It
you,
was really interesting, though.
it sound like very sleepy, but this is not sleepy. This is the way it is for 1,000 years. It's not. Yeah, but in other churches, because there is no, let us say, rules. Here there's rules, everything by rules. So this verse will say it, then you do this, and then you say that, and then he do that. So this is a very established, not only practice of rituals, but a culture thing in the same time. So the prayer have a lot of rules, and certain words will be said in certain time. And people, they will do this, like you stand up, you sit down. When they say this sentence, you stand up. When they are done, you sit down, etc. So when the prayer is being said, you stand up. So they have certain rules. However, if you don't like it, don't go there. But I don't like your comment about saying sleepy.
I have a question, Christian Prince. Do you think so let's say we have the example of what just happened in France, something, that abomination that I didn't really see it. I just saw the pictures on YouTube. I don't even want to click on it. I don't want to see it. But when do those types of churches have time to like talk about things like that? Like things that are going on in the world,
Well, we are here
When do
talking
they
about
do
it because in churches they don't talk about it. If our churches talk about it, I will not be here.
Oh, I see.
Our
You have a
churches, they
point.
are our priests. They are just busy collecting donation.
It's a shame,
Yeah, and many of them, they are politically correct, and they don't want to be in the front of a war with anyone. They want to make they want to keep Christianity just a title, like we are peaceful people, so we get angry from nobody. We have a problem with nobody, but in reality, everybody have a problem with us. We are under attack.
Well, you know who doesn't have a problem with them? The Muslims.
The devil, yeah.
Christian Prince, I wanted to ask you, did you see the thing that was going on with the river in I think it was in Paris, where Macron wanted the swimmers to swim in the river? Did you see that?
I did not watch anything in this Olympic. I don't care for it.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about it. So Macron wants people to swim in this Paris river, and they did tests of the water in the river, and they found really high levels of listeria. And so listeria is what you find in human feces. So Macron said that he would swim in the river himself, and everybody's still waiting for him to swim in the damn river.
All right, this is not important. I mean, the river is full of all kind of stuff. All right,
I'm
thank you.
just saying he's trying to kill people. Thank you so
Yeah,
much, Christian
all right.
Prince.
All right,
Take
thank
care.
you. I think we have Userman next. Userman, are you there? You have to push to talk. All right. Well, Userman, he have a problem.
Hello, CP. How are you?
Hold on, Islam. Hold on. Assassin, you are first. Assassin Snake, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, thank you, sir. You remember you wouldn't remember me, but I was talking to you last time about Saudi Arabia and how the issues that they had there.
All right.
Yeah. I have a group of friends that I'm trying to convert them back to Christianity, but they're like originally Muslim, and the issue is that they don't know anything about Christianity, and all they see is all this evil that you see that the world is doing right now. This the leftist propaganda, their communist garbage, and their of mockery of the Lord, like what you saw in the France incident. Uh, so it's pretty difficult, but at least I did the first step that you said, which is go check to the church. I went to the church that I to an Eritrean church, an Eritrean church, and I asked them the same questions you asked me, which is that what do you think of Islam and what do you think of the LGBT? They told me in front of people that Islam is not Christian or doesn't have any Abrahamic religion whatsoever.
All right.
And the only way we can accept them is if they convert to Christianity and follow our doctrine. If not, they are they're not welcome. That's the first thing.
Very good.
The second thing is about LGBT. They said it is completely forbidden. It does not matter who it is. If they say they're Christian or not, they are already out of our doctrine.
Okay.
If they practice this.
They said
So
they said the truth. That's wonderful.
yes, yeah. So at least I know now that the church I go to is correct, and it's it is by the law by the Bible. That's that is yes a truthful priest. And I'm going to go into it very deep. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks. The thing that I have a question is you mentioned yesterday about the Bible that you said the Aramaic Bible is the best one to get.
No, I mean the translation, because do you speak Aramaic?
No, sadly, because I'm Eritrean, so we speak Giz,
So
which is
I'm talking about translation, because you see in many translation, like when Jesus says I am, they are just putting the word I am, when in fact this is not I am. This is I am the living God. This is not I am. This is what God said to Moses, you know.
yeah.
So they are just using, like, let us say, the appearance meaning of the word, but they are not putting the full meaning.
Context.
Yeah.
Yeah, the context or the actual meaning of the word. Okay.
Yeah, so this is why I said the Aramaic translation, the Pashita translation is better.
Okay. I found a soft copy of it, so I'll check that out as well. So that's all good.
Yeah.
And the main question that I have is, in the sense of evil, like you, do animals sense evil?
Animal sense evil? Yes, animal they can sense. You see,
Yeah,
God, our creator, he is the same creator who created animals. So he gave them a sense in order to survive, you know? So animals, they can sense evil in order to protect themselves.
I see.
So usually, like even a dog, not only he sense evil, like I don't know if you watch videos on YouTube, you will see a dog, he broke something. But when the owner come back, he put his head in the corner, he is guilty, you know, he knew he's guilty. So, and then the owner, he says, you did that? And he hide his head. So even though he's a dog, God he gave him ability to know that what is wrong and what's right. So yeah, they can sense animals. They can sense from even your smell. If you are in fear, you know, if you are, they can sense a lot of things. So God, he gave actually animals way more sensation than us, because he gave us advanced brain, but they don't have the advanced brain. They have advanced sensation to survive. So they can smell you, but you cannot smell them the same way. I mean, I cannot recognize if a person is now he is afraid from his smell, but animal can do that. Yeah.
The reason why I'm asking this weird question is, before I did the baptism and the cleansing and doing all the ceremony to join the church, dogs and animals would not come close to me. They would be, any dog will basically try to attack me. But after the baptism and after the cleansing and after going to church a couple of times, the animals are not as aggressive as they were before. So I just want to make sure, because it means that there is a reason for it.
Yeah, obviously animals, they have always, like Muhammad, he hate any dogs, because obviously dogs, they hate him, you know. So when a dog he see Muhammad, he go crazy. For he, like you said, that dogs don't like to get close to you, but they don't go crazy against you.
Yeah, I actually got
So
attacked a
maybe you
couple of
have
times.
like you have some kind of bad, let's say, energy inside you, making the dogs hate your present. Because they can feel what we cannot feel. You know, they have their own way. So
That's
maybe after you become a Christian and you get baptized, you became more peaceful inside you, within you. You know. So
I
they
assumed
they
as
feel
much.
they feel peace inside, you know, within this person.
Yeah, that's why the reason I'm asking is because I could literally feel the difference and actually see it. So I just want to make sure, uh, because this what you're talking about usually is like this feeling of foreboding, like evil, this dark feelings coming to, like, oh, these dogs, they're gonna attack me and everything. But now I don't feel anything anymore.
We as a human, we can feel the same, but usually we feel it in different way. As an example, when I hear your voice is a kind of energy, and then this energy either will make me feel comfortable or will make me feel disturbed. So there's some people, when they speak, people get uncomfortable. You know, their voices sound evil, even though the person did nothing to you. He just talked. You know, he did nothing. You know, but his voice delivered to you a message which is not. You don't know why, but your brain did not like it. You know, the brain did not feel comfortable with it. So then your brain make decision about, oh, I don't like this person, just because of a voice you heard. Or you might be the opposite. A person, he speak, you never saw him, you never met him, but the voice make you feel comfortable. So you say, oh, that's good. You know, inside me, I feel good listening to this voice. So we as a human, we have different way of sensing things from animals, and we have a brain to process all kind of information come to us. Dogs, they are kind of a programs, or even cats, or any kind of animal, and most of their sensation is based on real sensation, which means smell, touch, sound. Some animals even they are deaf, so all their actions is programmed, and we are different.
I see.
This is why, like, you know, dogs, like, you can try to be friend to a dog, but if you don't like you, he will never like you. You can feed him, you can give him food, you can etc. Still, he will not like you. Why? Because he feels something wrong about your energy to him, so he don't feel comfortable with you. So he's always afraid of you. He's always, even if you are feeding him, even if you are the owner, you know, still he is not really. He is afraid of you. There is something between you and him and the dog did not click. Let us say. But a human being is different, because a human being can manipulate a brain of someone else. So I can be an evil person, and then I can fool you, make you believe I am a good person, because you judge me by some information you received about me. It's like a scammer. You know, when a scammer he scam you, what he do?
Yeah.
He convince
to be
you.
nice.
Yeah, even though his purpose is to destroy your life, to steal your money, to make you homeless, and maybe even to kill you. So he make you relax. He make you so comfortable. He make you so trust on him.
Vulnerable.
Yeah. So you trust the person, and then when your trust is where he bite like a snake, you know. So the animal is different. Animals, if they don't like you, they will never like you. It doesn't matter how much you feed them. It doesn't matter how you take care of them. They will never like you. Animal in the beginning can be like afraid of you because you are a stranger, and he can trust you slowly, this animal. But however, if the animal never like you, he will never like you, no matter how much you take care of him.
Yeah.
A human being is different.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well. It's kind of strange. That's why I was asking, because it was very strange that specific dogs will always hate me for some reason.
Yeah.
So and then afterwards, it's not so much anymore. Or even, to be honest with you, much better now. They actually come to me and they're not scared.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Just be careful.
Yeah, I'm already bitten once. I don't want to get bitten again.
All right.
Yeah, and Christian Prince, thank you very much for this, because this, I'll be honest with you, I was contaminated as well by the hate of the Jews as well, because of the fact that I grew up in Saudi Arabia. So I thought that the Jews, what IDF was saying was true, that, oh, these are not the real Jews and this is all a lie, and all this is like, the great powers that be, like the Illuminati and all the Rockefellers, all this stuff.
Yeah.
But your point actually made me think, and I checked and researched about it. It turns out, yes, you're right. There is evil in everyone. So there were good Jews and there were bad Jews. Most of the Jews don't care, like what he said. But the ones that are specifically evil that we see, they're not doing it because they want to be, they're like a Jewish or something organization. They're doing it because they just want money, or they're evil. That's all it was.
Yeah, there is rabbis who side with Muslims against Christianity, you know.
Yeah, I remember.
Those are the synagogue of Satan, because how you side with the one who want to kill every single Jew, you know. So obviously, it's clear that they are satanic. The intention is obviously to get their own benefit, personal benefit, over their nation. And there's many, they claim to be Christian, they are satanic too, you know. They claim to be Christians, but they defend the devil, they defend Muhammad. They invite Muslim to teach about Muhammad in the churches. Even some priests, they say we want to give a corner for Muslim to pray in the church. So they claim to be Christians, but their behavior is the behavior of the devil. All right?
Yeah, because like I growing up in Saudi Arabia, like everything that I hear is like the white devil of America. They will call America a shaitan, and they will say like, oh, we have to kill the Jews, اللعنة على الكفار وعلى اليهود and whatever. It's since I was a kid, so I thought this was the norm, that these people were actually evil, because I didn't know. But every time I'm checking and researching, it just shows the opposite. It's like a lot of the things are actually good from the Jews, not from. Oh, thank you, IDF. And
all right,
yeah.
you're welcome. Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir. I'll be leaving. Bye.
Islam is Satan. You're next. Go ahead.
Hello, CP. How are you, my friend?
I'm fine.
May Jesus always bless you.
Thank you.
CP, I have an Instagram channel where I discuss against Islam every day. And then a Muslim that I often receive daily death threats, but he sent me a message and I could not understand the last part. I'm going to play it back for you so you can translate to me, okay?
Damn, it's message sword. It's a sword.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. This guy is not speaking Arabic. I think maybe he's a Somalian or something.
I think it's so funny because they cannot refute with information and they go directly to violence. I have a question regarding the punishments in the grave and also the 3 questions, because what's the backstory of those 3 questions?
We want to make it like a normal conversation today for the Christians, not to focus on Islam, like a question. Because if you ask me about Islam now, I will give you answers and reference, and that will switch our topic to talk about Islam.
Thank you so much, my friend.
You're welcome. All right. Who is next? Who is next? Userman? Are you there, Userman? There's no sound, Userman. Look like you have a problem with your microphone. Honor, you are next.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you. Go ahead.
Hello, CP. How are you, man?
I'm fine.
Hope everyone is good, doing good in chat. Yo, I just wanted to ask, can I pray for chat?
Can what?
Can I pray for chat?
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, thanks. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. I pray that we can all take this moment, Lord, to come to you today and thank you for everything you've done for us, Lord. We want to thank you for our lives and every single moment that you bless us with your presence, Lord. We want to pray that you forgive us, Lord, for our sins, Lord, for we are wicked, Lord, and we are infested by this sin, Lord. We pray that we may all see a day where we can break bread and have dinner with the greatest of our enemies, Lord. I pray that every single one of us, by your grace, shall be able to forgive their greatest enemy, Lord, and walk in the way that you taught us to walk, Lord, to follow your example. I pray, Lord, that every single one of the Christians who is causing discord amongst the brethren, Lord, for him to find peace, to find a reason, Lord, to get away, Lord, from the discord that is destroying the churches in the body of Christ, that is separating the body of Christ today, Lord, and all the mistakes that we have seen others do, Lord. May we forgive them and give them another chance, Lord, for we all do mistakes. Just as you do with us, may we be merciful to others, Lord, and may we not judge the others unless we are ready to be judged. Thank you, Lord. Let your will be done in our lives and be glorified your name. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Hallelujah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you too.
All right. Herod, your mic.
Hey CP, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you because your channel has been very informative. I'll give you an example. I was an altar boy most of my young age, and our priest never taught us anything about Islam. We were also misinformed about Ishmael and all that stuff. So thank you very much because I've really benefited from your channel, and I'm teaching my kids a lot of things that I'm learning through the channel. And yeah, I'm just the topic of what happened with the Open yesterday was really disgusting, and I'm really curious. Why not more people, influential people like Mel Gibson has come out, has talked about it, and very few people. But I did see Andrew Tate's today. I'm not a fan of him at all. I don't listen to his stuff, but he went out protesting for Christians, and I don't know what your thoughts on that.
I've not hear the last part. Not what?
Andrew Tate went out and protested for Christians today.
Protested?
Yeah, for what happened. He was telling Christians in Romania come out. He went to the French embassy. I'm no fan of this.
Yeah.
Well, but it
this is a shameful for those who call themselves Christians, that a pimp he have more sense than them. So shame on them, like a pimp. But for me, I find that this person is just a hypocrite. He's trying to present himself that he care, but if he care, isn't him who lure women into sex? So he mocked Jesus more than anyone. He mocked Jesus by doing real physical act against his children. He lured women into sexual business to just make profit and money. He is Satan himself, but he tried to present himself now he care for Jesus. I mean, look who is talking. The one who say the F word every 2 seconds. The one who teach how to beat women, how to rape women, how to take advantage of women, and how to not to pay your taxes, how to cheat, how to lie. And then he is the one who care for Jesus. It's just another fruit of a fraud person. It's like it's like the devil trying to present himself he is a lawyer for Jesus now.
Yeah, because a lot of my friends know that I don't like him. I don't follow him. I always thought like call him out for what he is. And all of a sudden today they're sending me messages on Facebook and all that. Oh, look at this. That's how I saw it about him. And I was like, guys, he's probably just doing it for views, just being a hypocrite. And then they're all like just calling me a hypocrite because, I don't, whatever. You know what I mean? It's crazy. We live in a crazy world.
Yeah, well, I mean, this guy is a big scam. Like even somebody saying in the chat, The worst part of that he scammed thousands of people, thousands of dollars from guys, thinking they were talking to girls, while whole time he was the one texting them.
Oh my God. Unbelievable.
Yeah, so he was texting men, playing that he is a girl, and he sent pictures of naked women.
Unbelievable.
We have somebody in the chat, her name or his name, Loon, and he kept posting a flag, supposedly it's a flag of Palestine. My friend, you can make a million flag, but you cannot raise it anywhere. Where is your flag is raised? Your flag is raised everywhere except in the place you should raise it. So you're just being stupid. So you put the flag here. That's it. You have a state now. I mean, do you dare even to carry this flag inside Saudi Arabia? They will arrest you. Inside Emirat, they will arrest you. The same flag you are posting here. I want people who they are in the chat, don't post those silly stupid pictures. I hate them. Anyone in Discord will post a picture, I will block you. Don't post those stupid pictures. What is this? Go ahead, Herod. Continue.
Yeah, so yeah, I was getting a lot of like negative feedback from people because, I don't like the guy, and I call him up for what he is. But it's very discouraging. Like, what do we need to do as Christians? Like I look at the Olympics. They're protesting. They're some of the athletes are, with Palestinian flags, and I mean the Olympics is peace, unity. We're supposed to forget all about that. And I'm really disappointed in the Olympic Committee too, because they're not doing anything like really to,
Well, the best way to fight all this garbage is not to be part of it. While you are watching it.
Yeah, I'm boycotting it. I'm not watching it. Even I try to get some people to go protest in front of the embassy in Ottawa here in Canada. It's a 4-hour drive for us, and everybody's like, "Well, it's just going to be us. What are we going to go do?" Like, I mean, we got to get more active, more energetic. I find.
Yeah. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, CP. God bless you. Bye.
If Netflix, they made a movie about Jesus insulting him, and then I pay Netflix every month, I don't know how much money, well, I'm supporting them. And same for anything. The reason they don't care, because you Christians don't do anything. I mean, at least don't be caught all their activities. If the churches around the world, they say we will not join this Olympic no more, anywhere they will insult Jesus, we will not be part of it. Do you think they will dare off to do that? They will not. When Christians, they do nothing, the enemy of Jesus, they will do more, because they notice that those Christians are just submissive. All right. Alun, why you don't come to me here in that stage and tell me about the facts? I want to invite you. What do you think? I want you to tell me facts about Palestine. Guys, do you like to hear somebody is a Palestine supporter? Me myself, I like to hear. So do you have the courage to come and tell us about Palestine? Or you are just a text terrorist? Huh? Are you there, Loon? Do you like to come? Come and tell us about Palestine. I promise you, I will be so friendly for you. So posting for us videos in YouTube, that's because you're stupid. All the facts you have is zero facts. Okay, let me block you then. As long as you don't want to Don't debate what I have just sent. I'm willing to debate anything you send, but you don't dare even to tell us what you are sending. You're scared of what you are sending, potato. Is it true that Gaza is a center of prostitution? Is it true that Gaza is a center of drug dealers? Is it true that Gaza is a center of kidnapping? Is it true that women in Gaza don't sleep at night? Is it true that Gaza you cannot even leave your shoes out of the house because somebody will steal it? Is it true that Gazan they throw Palestinian from the top of the roof? Is it true that Hamas they throw 100 of the Mujahideen from the top of the roof and they kill them? So you are just a hypocrite as long as you are talking about facts. Well, this is the fact that you are a scumbag like them. You don't dare to talk about facts. Here we talk about facts. Did you dare? That's why you don't want to join us. Potato. Gerald, your mic.
Hello. Hello, Christian Prince. I heard you say earlier about how we're here to kind of talk about stuff that don't get talked about at church. So I just wanted to like share a little bit of those things that I like. I did talk to a few people at church about, but only the people that I trust and I know that are mature and can handle conversations. And my favorite topics that I've had like really spicy conversations at church with a few friends are mostly about traditions, and I kind of wanted to just see what you think about them. My personal view about traditions is that they're temporary and that we should hold on to them like they are temporary because that's what they are. For example, when we get to the kingdom of God in the new creation, we won't need a pope anymore, right? Because then what's the pope gonna reveal that Jesus is not able to reveal to us? Or we won't have to read the Bible in a specific translation anymore, because then we can just talk to the Lord. So he's right there, the word of God. And but I guess like the most memorable conversations I've had at church, and I think some of them are evil or really about like end times. Do you have had that experience when you talk to like some other Christian and you just think that their end times understanding, like their interpretation of prophecy is just really bad?
First, I don't really talk about end time as if it is going to happen tomorrow. And I cannot talk about it as going to happen next century, because the only one knows when the end of the time will be is God, And
Yes.
the one who will announce it is the Father, and the one who will do it is the Son. So for me as a Christian, it's not my business really. My business is to warn people about what will happen to them in the end of the time if they don't believe. But when the end of the time is going to be, this is not my business. In fact, I avoid listening to people who speak too much about end of time, especially who try to make it like it's going to happen now, as if they knew. This is for me is a sign of being like making things up, because you don't know, I don't know, nobody knows, God knows. However, the important for us, like when the Bible speak about the verses, the parable of the virgins are waiting, with the oil and the lamps. So this is how the end of the time will be. It's like a darkness, and some they have lamps, and the lamps have oil, and some they have lamps, but the lamps have no oil. So when the Lord comes suddenly, that's why it's like in the dark, in the night, but not necessarily it's me in the dark. It's a parable. So when the Lord comes, there is some people they have oil, which mean they will be able to light their light, and they will be able to be found. And that light is the fruit of those people and their faith. And there's people who claim to be believers, and they claim to be virgins. And virginity here is not about sex. It's about you being devoting your life to God. And you think that you are qualified to be in heaven, but in fact you are fake. So you don't have oil in your lamp. So you bought the lamp, but you do not have the oil for it. Obviously, you are a fake. The Lord, he says, from their fruit you shall know them. So a tree which will not give fruits will be cut off and thrown into hellfire. So let us say there's an olive tree. Olive tree is a blessed tree, but this tree never give oil, never give fruit, never give anything. So obviously it's not a blessed no more. It's going to be cut and thrown in the fire. So for us, the topic of end of the time, we should avoid speaking of a prophecy or prophesying about it, because simply we do not know. And we should not accept anyone to misquote for us verses claiming that this year is going to happen, or next week is going to happen, or now it's the end of the time. For that will not make any good. To make it simple for you, if I say to somebody, based on my understanding, next month, in the day, let us say, next month, August 3rd, is going to be the end of the time. Oh, CP, how you get this? And then I start showing you a verse and do calculation as some people they do. And then August 3rd came and nothing happened. What that will do, what the impact will do. The impact will do, you might make a person who believed in you, now he don't believe in anything. You know? Because you delivered to him a lie. So instead of helping somebody to be ready for the day of judgment, you made him lose his faith. Because he noticed that this Christian is not being truthful with me. He gave me false information. Like there's many false Christians who predicted, like they claim to be Christian, like Jehovah's Witnesses. So they said it's going to be in this day. They gave many dates. And then all dates turned to be false. And this is one of the major reasons, actually, for many people not to believe in this garbage no more. Right?
Yes.
So
I think
go ahead.
Like in my experience, the most dangerous views out there when it comes to eschatology and times is their views about the promised land. Like I've had conversation with, and they're like grown up, like they've been going to church for a while, but this is their view about how the land in Israel, there's supposed to be an end of the exile. And I think it's just like their interpretation of the text, which is not really, I think, very very good in the way they read it. But they do believe that all of the territory has to be restored and all of that, and so they support stuff politically. I think that's very dangerous, and I think the reason I wanted to share it,
like what they support politically, like what exactly?
So basically they want all the land that was mentioned in the Old Testament that belonged to the nation of Israel. They want all of that to
and why this is dangerous?
Well, because it's propagating war, and basically.
Okay, no. You see, hold on. So, is it promised? Is it promised in the Old Testament, or it's not?
The end of exile. The end of the exile.
Is the land promised to the Jews? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So how they are preparing for war if this is what God promised?
Well, because that's their interpretation of the end of the exile, basically.
Hold on. No, this is not about... let us make it simple. Let us go back to zero. Did God... Forget about the exile. Did God promise the Jews to have their land?
Yes.
Okay. Do you believe that in the promise of God?
Yes, I believe in the promise of God.
So what God will do is what God will do. It's not people. It's God. As God will give the land. It's not you making war or you not making war. The promise of God will be done. How is going to be done? God will make it happen. You know, we don't know. Maybe He will cause war to happen. You know, like two evil nations fight each other, they lose, and then the Jews, they take their land. The same as what happened now, actually. How the Jews, they were able to take their land after thousands of years, losing their control of their land. It's a miracle. right? So
Yes.
it was not the Jews, they came with weapon to take their land. In fact, they are invited to take their land. So the start of Israel in the beginning, it was a miracle. It was the caliphate of the Muslims, the Ottoman caliphate. The Sultan is the one who agreed that the Jews will come to their land. They did not come as an invasion. They did not invade. They did not come with an army. They didn't have an army, right? So here you notice that God, he can cause reasoning to happen to bring those Jews back to their land without any war.
Yes.
So he accomplished, let us say, a part of the mission. They did not take all their land yet. So he accomplished part of the mission without them, invading anyone. And the same God who did that in the beginning, he can do it again.
Yeah, but can I tell you kind of like the other part of why I think it's kind of dangerous?
Go ahead.
Well, this is not my belief. This is what my friend is telling me and that I disagree with. So they also believe that part of that, their understanding of how end times will happen, I guess like their interpretation is that the end of exile also means that all the land will have to belong to Jews, and so that means other ethnic groups will have to be kicked out.
Well, other ethnic group already are kicked out. Like this land, which God he promised, it was the land of the Babylon and the Assyrian. There's almost nobody left there,
Yeah, but they like my friend.
The one who is there is occupation. So what's wrong with kicked out? This is not their land. The Arab who came to Iraq, this is not their land. The Turkish who occupy Turkey, they are in this not land. I mean, all the countries around us in the Middle East, they are not. This is not their land. The Syria is not the land of the Arab.
Yes, but aren't there Arabs that live in Israel that are even Christians?
They are not. No problem. You see, I have no problem to kick everybody which is not his land. What the problem? Yeah. If this is not your land, it's not. Listen. Legally. I am in USA, right? If the American they decide that I should not get a citizenship, can I complain? No.
No.
Okay. They can deport me. They can deport me.
But there's some that are citizens that are there legally.
It doesn't matter. This is not their land. If it's your land, go back to your land.
But even if they're there legally,
it doesn't matter. This is not your land. If you came here as a thief, you are a thief.
Okay.
If you think you own the land because you took over the land by time, well, you are making a mistake. If you occupy my house for 1,000 years, it doesn't make it your house. It's my house.
Well, like immigration, you were there legally.
It's no problem. Still, I did not, because you see, if the one who gave them who gave them the right to be a migrant? Is it the owner? No. You are there. You came without permission. So you are this is not your land. Go back where you come from. If you ask Hamas, where are you from? They will say to you, we are Arab. Okay, what are you doing there?
No, we're not. Yeah. Everybody agrees with Hamas getting kicked out, even destroyed.
Not Hamas. I mean Hamas.
We're talking about.
I'm talking about Hamas. They call themselves Palestinian, but those are not Palestinians.
Right.
They are not. Okay. So
yeah, we're talking about like legal, law-abiding citizens, even Christians, even
you see,
pastors.
The Jews, the one who own the land, if they want, they can let you stay. If they want, they can kick you out of their land, because they are the one who can give their right to somebody else. So when the American they say, hey, Christian, take an oath and you are now a citizen, it is the American who passed the right to me. Otherwise, I will not have a right to stay in this country. Correct?
Correct. Yeah.
So
okay, that's fine.
If the owner of the land, he says, okay, you know what, you can sit in my land, then no problem. When Abraham, he asked for a grave for his wife.
Mm-hmm.
The king in that land, he offered him free land. Abraham, he insists he want to buy it. Right? By buying it, he is the owner now.
Okay.
It's not a gift. Like Abraham, he did the wise thing, because a new king, he might come. He says, you know what? This is our land. We gave it to you for free. We take it again. But Abraham, he insists to buy it. So he bought the land. He owned the land. He is the landlord. When I like,
so he's there legally.
If Erdogan now he decide to give me a land in Constantinople, you know, he says, hey, Christian prince, I will give you 10 mile of land. Well, he don't own the land to give it to me.
Okay.
He himself is a thief. He have no right to give land out. He had no right to be there.
Yeah, but some people have right, like when they get there legally and they
The
went
word
through
right,
process.
the word right. You see, the word right is very like subjective when they want. Either you believe in right or you believe in wrong. The right thing is, this is the land of the Jews. This is mean the land of the Jews, not the land of the Christian, not the land of the Christian prince, not the land of the Arab, not the land of the Japanese. I have no right to say to someone he's a Chinese, Japan is your land. Well, this is the land of Japanese. So the you know, some people live there. You don't have right, because simply the right, if you have a right, it's what people gave to you as a gift. The same way they give it to you, they can take it away. It's like you are a guest in my house. So you come to my house, we give you a room, and then you claim that you want to have a right to be the leader of the house, but I just gave you a room, you know. So what happened, that those people we are talking about, you keep talking about their rights, they come, either they are Bedouin in the desert, they land there to feed their animals and they stay, but this is not their land. Nobody invited them, nobody gave them the right, or they came with occupation. Either way, the land is not yours. So the one who owned the land is the only one have the right to be in the land. And how long you are there, that will not change anything. Like, can I say America is my land in the front of someone is an Indian American? No, I will be lying. The Indian American, he was here. This is his land. And so there's territories in America totally controlled by Indian, because simply it was their land. And until now they have control of it. They made an agreement with the American, the migrant, that, you know what, this is your territory, no problem. We sign agreement, peace. You have full control. Even the American police cannot go inside. The Indian are in total control. So here you notice that even in America, the Indian, who the owner of the land, they are given a special rights. In the Middle East, they take your land, they change the name of the land, they change the language of the land, and the one who owned the land, he became third-hand citizen. In America, the one who was native, he is number one citizen, not number two. He don't pay tax, he don't obey the law of America, he have his own law, he have his own judges, he have his own territory, he have his own police, he have his own governor, they have everything. Everything is special for them. Every American, if you don't pay tax, you go to jail. Indian, they don't. They have nothing to do with the American. Yeah. So what happened? So what happened when we say dangerous? Why it's dangerous if we are fighting for what is right? So now, if I say we as a Christian, we should have back the city which the Muslim occupy in Turkey and convert the church into mosque. Am I being dangerous?
Well, can I say why I think it's dangerous? Just kind of like
you said that already. You said there's people and that will make war.
No, well, yeah, that's part of it. But the other part is like oppressing people that are not ethnic.
Well, I am not oppressing people. They oppressed me. They took my land. It's the opposite.
Well, even in the Old Testament, right? Like some of when the Lord gave the Israelites their land, they inherited it. Even then, they had foreigners in their land, and they were welcome.
No problem.
In the land.
But you see, you are mixing things up. If somebody
they're not allowed to, like, they're not supposed to be oppressed.
You know, because you are saying oppress is about taking my land back. How that is an oppress? If there are people, if there are people of truth, They knew that this is my land, so how I'm pressing them? I'm taking my land back. You know?
That's true. That's true. They didn't have land. The foreigners back
Yeah,
then.
the oppress is when you take the right of others. But if somebody don't own that right, how I'm oppressing that right?
That's true. That's true. They didn't. They didn't have the
To make
foreigners
it
back in
simple
the
for
Old
you,
Testament. They didn't have
did you
land.
hear about something called the squatters?
Yeah, yeah, I know
Okay,
squatters.
squatter, somebody, he come to your home or go on vacation, he open the door, he break in, he go in, and he's that's it. You call the police, he will not leave. He says, this is my house now. So now, is it really his house? No. Everybody knows this guy don't belong there. He's just a fraud. So if he sit in the house for a year, because the stupid law protecting the thief, doesn't mean that the house is his house. It doesn't matter how long he stay in the house. This is not his house.
Okay.
He did not build it. He did not spend his lifetime building it or taking care of it. So the Jews, they build the temple. Now the temple now is hijacked by the Muslims. So can the Jews take back their temple? Yes, they can. Is that going to oppress? Oppress who? The oppressor?
Can you say that again? Sorry.
If I take the temple, if I am a Jew and I take my temple back, then you will say to me, I'm oppressing the Muslims who they are now in charge of the temple. But they are oppressor. They took it from me. They stole it. You cannot call an oppressor oppressed. He is oppressor. He is an occupier. And now the whole world is taking the opposite direction. And instead of saying that those Arab are the oppressor, and I am an Arab, they are the oppressor, they say that the Israeli who they are taking back their land is the one doing the oppression. But the truth is the opposite. The Arab, they go to Spain. The Arab, they go to Spain, they build palaces, they live there, they rape women, they took the treasure of the country, and then when the Spanish, they kick them out, they say, oh, you see, they oppress us. But you are the one who went there. This is the land of the Spanish. Why you are there? They go to Morocco, they occupy Morocco. Now Morocco is an Islamic Arabic state, but those are African, they are not Arab. Tunisia, Libya, Egypt, Syria, Jordan, Iraq, you name it. So they go, they colonize, and then they claim that they are the one who own the right of the land. And if the owner of the land, he speak to take it, they call him Islamophobic.
Okay. I have I'll just ask 2 questions, and then that will be it for me for today. One is, do you think, listening to what you just said, is it right that I'm understanding that your view of like who is an Israelite is in Israel right now is ethnic, is purely ethnic, and not as a
You see,
citizen?
the ethnic matter. It's all of us. We are children of Adam and Eve, correct?
Yes.
So it's not about ethnic. This is not about ethnic. It's about a group of people who believe in God, and it happened to be that they are children of a man. His name is Abraham. Those people, they've been rewarded to have a land. Those people, they spread around the world, and they are mixed with many ethnics. The one who is born from a Jewish woman is a Jew. A Jewish woman. He is a Jew. So it doesn't matter. So if the women, let us say she married from a man, he is not even a Jew. Her son is considered as a child of Israel. So it doesn't matter how many ethnic group they mixed with it, still they are Jews.
I agree.
All of us, we mixed with many ethnics. All of us.
Yeah, I agree, because there's some people that are with Arabic or ethnic background, but they're fighting in the side of the Israeli army, right? And you mentioned it earlier too. and I don't think it's right that they should be kicked out because they are.
I'm not saying they should be cooked out or not. I'm saying that the one who owned the land is the one who have the right to pass his right to me to stay or not.
Okay.
If he say you can stay, thank you very much. If he say you have to leave, then I have to leave.
They have no choice.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's okay. My second question is: do you believe that the exile is over for the Israelites, or are they still in exile today?
Well, I mean, this is a very complicated topic. I believe that the Israeli, they will struggle for still long way to go. And I cannot say it's over. I cannot say it's done, because only God knows the future and what is the plan for those people to be. So I will leave to God. I'm not a prophet. I cannot prophesy. I don't know what is hidden, but I know that the Bible says it clearly that this is a land is given to them, and he been promised to have it, like it says, in Genesis chapter 12 and 15, and even in 17. So the land is a promise to them. They will be gathered. The Bible mentioned that as a prophecy. It's happening. I believe it's not done totally yet. Still, there's more to happen. Nations are gathering against Israel. The Bible mentioned that, and it's happening. So there's many prophecies. We will not notice them until they happened. And I believe
I agree.
And I believe
I
there's
agree.
many
That's what I
prophecies are to
believe
come.
too.
Yeah, there's many prophecies
believe
are going
that-
to happen. There's many. They are not done yet. I believe still there's many.
That's my overall view of prophecy, is that we don't really know it until it happens. Like in hindsight, then we will know that it was fulfilled.
Like
Only in
the book of
retrospect.
Revelation. The book of Revelation. When you read it, you won't understand any like what it's meant exactly, unless a prophecy happened. Then you can say, oh, this is what it happened here. This is what it says.
Yeah.
So
I believe only after it was already
right
fulfilled.
when it's
Then we
happened,
can
then you
look
will
back.
understand. Like when Jesus, he spoke, and his disciples are around him. You're not like learning about Christianity from Christian Prince, who knows nothing compared to the church fathers or to Paul or to John, or so they are talking to Jesus himself, and still they were not able to get to the point he was trying to say to them. Like when he say, "Where I go," he said, "Lord, where you will go?"
And
So
each time they're surprised.
yeah.
As
So
it was happening.
he's
Like,
talk
they don't
about
know what's going
he talk about something, they understood something. Each time Jesus he mentions something, like when his disciple he says to him, "Why you don't show us the Father and that's it?" So what Jesus said to them, "I am with you all this time and you do not know me." So they are with him, they are listening to him, they are in person with him. Still they did not understand that this is the one. You do not need to ask to see God. You are in the presence of God. I am with you all this time and you do not know me. So I believe that we are the same as those disciples. It doesn't matter how much we know about God. God will tell us more for what he already delivered to us, which means will make us understand events will happen in the future based on that in the book. So those events, we will not know them, what they meant exactly, until those things happen.
Yeah, and that's why whatever my view, I have some like opinions, but I hold on to them loosely, especially when it comes to prophecy, because we don't really know until it comes to pass, right? So that's kind of like my approach when it comes to prophecy. You just trust God and you just obey Him, you follow Him, you love Him.
And my advice to you, don't be politically correct about rights. Right is subjective always, because rights, if we have a different government in America, the word rights will change.
That's true.
So the wrong can be called right, like the right to have sex with the children. They are fighting for it. So is that a right really, or this is evil? This is evil. So,
It's evil.
but you might have a government says you can do that, and now it's right. But we know that this is not right. This is a pure evil. So, right is always subjective to the law of God or the law of evil person. For me, I take the law of God against the law of a man, because the law of God is forever. The law of the man is just temporary, and it fit only for purpose to make a group of people happy, to win election, to do something. Like all what we see now, like fighting for the rights of gay. What is the right of a gay? What does that mean? I don't know. I mean, are you like, okay, you want a man marry a man, okay, and okay, they want more right. What is the right? Oh, a flag. We have a flag, okay, and you have a club, okay, you have a club. You are working in government, okay, you work. So what does that mean? So simply, a human being always he deceive himself. He think that he is establishing accomplishment, but those accomplishment are accomplishing nothing except destroying society. If we in our society in USA or in the West in general or anywhere in the world, let us say tomorrow we wake up, every man is a gay and every woman is lesbian. Well, all the earth is gone. Because simply we will not have babies. Secondly, we will age and there's no children to help us to walk in the street and nobody to push our wheelchair and nobody, I mean, that's it. We doomed ourselves. So it's proven even scientifically that what they call right is wrong.
Yeah.
So, don't be politically correct, and don't.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
And don't go by, like, oh, there is people, they are there. So what if there are people are there?
Yeah. Well, thank you for talking to me.
I will get our land from Turkey. It doesn't matter how many thousand years to go. This is our land, not their land.
Looks like there's nobody else in
the thief taking my home for 10,000 years doesn't make it his home.
Yep.
All right. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Anyone else?
Hello? Can you hear me?
Go ahead, Athanasius.
Yeah, please, I have a question. Like, I was meaning to ask you like a long time ago, but I didn't get the chance really.
All right.
Yeah, so I was speaking with someone in the server, and he said that you don't really agree with Arab Christians using the word Allah as a meaning for God.
Sure.
You see, I'm an Arabic Christian. I'm a Greek Orthodox Christian here in Iraq, and we use the word of Allah as the meaning of God. But Allah is not the one, the Islamic, of course. It is our Lord Jesus Christ. It is the whole Trinity. So why do you reject the word Allah? And if you're still rejecting it, although a lot of saints and untouched, like Middle Eastern saints, use the word Allah in their books, in their life, in their prayers, does that affect their sanctity? In your opinion?
Well, if I am under the occupation of Muslims for 1,400 years, and then I start using a word which is not biblical, that will not change the fact that it's not biblical. Jesus never mentioned the word Allah, neither Paul, neither John, neither Mark, neither Luke, neither any.
Well,
so why we are?
Brother, but all of them didn't say the word God.
No, they use the word God. The Hebrew.
They didn't say they didn't speak English in that period of time.
No. You see, this is Allah,
Allah.
My friend. Allah is not even a word. Allah is a sentence. It's two words, al and la. Al mean God. La is no, not al ilah. No, this is wrong. Al ilah is a different word. Al ilah is il. Il, ilah, il.
Yeah.
So il is a word. Il is a word mean God. Allah is God. La is a God. His name is La. He's a moon God. So when you say I believe in Allah and you pray to Allah, you are not. I understand you are saying we use it as a word meaning God, and you will be judged by your intention. But still you are using the wrong word, because this is not the same word for God. This is this is Allah. Allah. La
It is
is a
not
name.
lah, it is lah.
No, not al-ilah. You are not worshiping. When you say Allah, Allah is a name, is not a word. Mean God.
Brother, Allah is a word consisting of four what do you call it? Alphabets, four huruf. Alif,
For
lam, ha. So alif lam is al. Then we have the lam ha, which is lah.
all right, I want to show you. I want to show you.
Lah
I want to
also
show you
meaning
something. I want
for
to
you.
share. I want to share my screen with you.
Do you speak Arabic, right?
Sure.
Yeah, so you can understand what I'm saying.
All right. I want to show you. You see my screen?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm saying.
I want to go. No, no, don't worry about this verse. I will go to a different verse. I will go to the first lines in the Quran. Here you see, it says Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Do you see it?
Yeah, we don't really agree with the word Ar-Rahman because
hold on.
it is like
Forget about
God.
Ar-Rahman. Forget about Ar-Rahman.
Allah, we don't really have a.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
Let us focus on Allah now. Do you see the second sentence? Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, yeah.
Alhamdulillah. What happened? What happened to Allah?
Yeah, there is a fatha, yeah.
No, what happened to Allah? What is Allah?
What do you mean?
Is Lillah is the same as Allah?
No, Lillah basically means for God, right?
But La.
Now I'm saying it.
La is a word as a name.
It's like being
is a name for God.
Lahu,
Alhamdulillah, li mean two, correct? Li lah. So the name of the God of Muslim is what? La. So when you say that you pray in the name of Allah, you are saying I'm praying in the name of God. La. Al is an old Aramaic word in Hebrew too, used as a word meaning God. The new Hebrew and the new Aramaic became Il. So Al become Il. So Allah is God lah. That's why in the second sentence here it says Alhamdulillah. Li, the first letter here, is a letter mean two. You know? So Alhamdu two, praise to lah. Lah. So what is the name of the God of Muslim? Lah. So when you are using the word Allah, you think I'm using just a word. If you ask the Muslims, is Allah a name or a word meaning God? They would say it's a name.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not a word meaning God. It's a name of God, and for sure it means God in the same time because it is the name of their God.
And what do you think about us as Arabic Christians using it?
My friend, I am an Arabic Christian too, but we are doing wrong, and we are here just to share and oppose what is wrong. Are we going to continue blind, following the priest saying wrong?
All right, yeah.
Those people, they are occupied. Those people, they are occupied by the terrorist, and they force them to use all kind of words which is not part of our belief.
So historically, if we speak historically,
my friend,
the word Allah was not.
You will not find. Okay, hold on. Just to prove to you what my point. You will not find any church is not under the Islamic occupation using the word Allah. Like Turkey is in the border of Greece, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So you will find a church inside Turkey, they are using the word Allah.
No.
1 mile away, 1 mile away, just 1 mile, in Greece, nobody knows this word. Nobody uses it. That is saying you.
They don't speak Arabic.
No. Those are Turkish too. What Arabic?
But even in Turkey, they don't really use the.
I know, but my friend, still they are using the word Allah. So what happened then? Why the Greek, who they are originally are Greek in Turkey, why they are being forced to use the word Allah? Why Iraqi, who they are Assyrian or Chaldean, they are using the word Allah? Why someone from Syria, someone from Jordan, someone from Egypt is using? All of them, they share one thing: Islamic occupation. If you pass 1 mile away from that location, nobody uses the word Allah. So I invite all Christians, especially Arabic Christians, to repent and never use the word Allah. We should not. All right? I hope.
Now I can hear you.
All right. Well,
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. God bless you. All right. User man, are you there?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so are you in stolen land in America or what?
I'm what?
Are you in stolen land when you're in America?
In stolen land?
Yeah, from the Native Americans.
I did not steal land from anybody.
I'm asking if the founding fathers and the original colonies stole land from the Native Americans.
Well, what I know that the Indian American, they have their land. Nobody take their land from them. They still have it. Until now they have it and nobody take it. And they have full control of it. They have full governor. They have full police. They have full budget. They have full right of minerals. And even American police cannot pass the borders of a native Indian. Don't you know that? Now I'm asking you, what about you? Where do you live?
I'm in America like you.
So are you still in land?
Well, I came here as a child, so I wasn't born here.
It doesn't matter. You asked me, still in land. So are you still in land or not? Are you taking land from the Native American, or you took it from a land which is not owned by the Native American?
No, I'm asking if you would support Native Americans if they like rose up in insurrection.
Why they want to rose up? They have their land already. Nobody took their land.
Well, they only got like 2% of it. They don't have 98%.
That's not true. That's not true. Secondly, when you say American Indian, those people, the same people, they were killing each other, raping each other, and almost they inhalate each other. Nobody left of them. That's why now their number is so small. It's not the white people who killed them. They killed themselves before anybody come.
Actually, most of them were killed by smallpox and other diseases like chickenpox.
Most of them they killed by killing each other. Go read history.
No, it was actually disease.
No, they are killing each other. There is a massive war happening between the tribes of the Native American. So they were savage, killing each other. Then they are lucky, actually. I wish that when the Muslim, they come to our land, they say, hey, listen, Christians in the land, you are first citizen and we are second citizen. You don't pay tax, you don't do anything. You have control of your land. Then we have no problem. American, they gave them rights. They gave them right. Even American don't have. I have to pay tax. They don't have to pay tax. They are becoming so rich. They are the one who own casinos. They are the one who became billionaires. They are the one who have a voice. They are the one respected. They are the one special treatment. There's nobody giving those things to anybody in the world.
Well,
usually occupation, when they come, they occupy you, they suppress you, they kill you, they rape you, and what you can do about it?
What do you have to say about some of the tribes that were pacifists that didn't warmonger? What do you got to say about them?
I don't know. What does that mean?
Some of the Native American tribes were pacifists. They were against war and they didn't attack anyone. What do you got to say about them?
I never saw them. Those are against war. They kill each other. They used to cut the hair of every person they kill. They take women and they rape them. I never saw. What I know, that the Native American, they were very savage in their behavior, and they were killing each other, raping each other, and they themselves, they agree. So you said to me they are peaceful. Those things we see in the movie. A guy looks.
I'm saying a small amount of tribes of
I
them
don't
were
care.
peaceful.
I don't know. Like there are 5 people, 10 people. What we see in the movie, mostly 90% of it is fake. Like there's a wise man, he care for peace, and then there's a white man, he come and take their land. Those are movies. The reality is the opposite. They are the one who attack their neighbors, who is an Indian. They kill the wife, they kill the guy, they take the wife and they rape her. This is what they do. They are the same as the Arab. I find a very similarity between the Indian American and the Arab. The Arab, they kill their neighbors, they take the wife, they rape her. This is what Muhammad used to do.
The original pilgrims, they wouldn't survive without the help of
anyway, my friend, this is not helping.
How's it not helping?
Because I advise you, if you are truthful about what you say, to leave America then. Why you are here? Who is forcing you? You have your passport. You are welcome in many countries around the world. Leave. Stop being a hypocrite. Why you are here? Contact any Native American. They says, I am one more American. I want to leave so I can give you your land back. They will buy you a ticket. Go and leave. Go to China. This is a stupid conversation. Always hypocrite. Like Qatar TV, the Jazeera, they make a documentary about how bad the situation for the American Indian. But reality is the opposite. Qatar itself is the land of occupation. They occupy their land. They kill the local, and then they claim that they are the good ones. In America, the Indian, they live like kings. They have right, nobody have. They are favored over all kind of citizen. They are citizen number one, in fact. We are citizen number two. This is reality. Same time, when you say, do you support the Indian to raise and take their land? They are the one who signed to agreement with the white man. Why you sign? Fight and die for your land. You signed because simply they told you this, okay, take your land, no problem, here we go, this is your territory. They did not take land from them. When you say 2%, what 2%? Already they are finished. What do you think will happen in Israel and Lebanon? Nothing. This Netanyahu is potato. He's literally a potato. Today at night, by the morning, they will send some airplane bombing here, there, empty places, empty warehouses, smoke come out, and they will say we respond. Just wait. I don't expect him to do much. I wish I'm wrong, but I don't think so. See, the Bible, like, you know, why we don't read the Bible, my friend? Like, even in the tradition, like in the Middle East, we say, if it's going to rain, we should see cloud. Do you see cloud? Where are they? When you want to go to war, when you prepare yourself to war, do you know what you do? You draft hundreds of thousands of soldiers, and you move them toward the direction where the war will be. Until now, nothing happened. Nothing. They did not even ask people to prepare to go to you know, basement and etc. Nothing, because nothing will happen. War have elements, and you can tell that the leaders of Israel, if we can call them leaders, they are a bunch of potatoes. They are just trying to finish. Like, it's like somebody, you know, you hire somebody to clean your house, and your window is so dirty. But, you know, okay, I will clean your window. So he go to the kitchen, he grab a towel, which is so dirty. He make it wet. He come back and he start touching the window. But now he made your window more dirty. This is what the Israeli leadership is doing now. They are making things more dirty. They are not cleaning up. They are making, in fact, Hezbollah stronger. Because Hezbollah now, when they reach agreement with Hamas, if they do, the war will stop, and Hezbollah will say, see, we stood for Israel for 8 months. They did not dare to do anything with us. Who can deny that? 9 months, they did not dare to respond. It's true. Israel did nothing. Yesterday, Hezbollah shot 100 rocket. 100. What the Israeli did? They bombed 2 empty buildings and there's nobody there. Empty. Totally empty. They did not even kill a chicken. So they are playing a game of politics. They're trying just to present themselves. We are doing something. Like, come on, don't you see? Like, don't you see? The attack they did in Yemen shouldn't be this done a year ago. Why you wait until those people they send you hundreds of drones, hundreds. Now you decide to send. Why you don't do it from the first day? If you do it from the first day, things will be different. So obviously, the Israeli government is just a bunch of idiots, and they don't deserve to be in the office. They are just wasting time to stay in charge. They are doing politics. They are playing politics. They are not seeking victory. All right. So if you think something big will happen, I am 99% sure that there's going to be like some attack here, some attack there. And tomorrow morning, Hezbollah will respond and send some rocket. And then we go back to our same thing. Stupid Israeli. Nice to meet you. All right. Go ahead.
Hey, CP.
Yes.
Yo, I like you. I know you don't like conspiracies and stuff. But see, I was hearing you talk about how you're just so disappointed by Israel just not pulling the plug, right? Not doing the job, right?
Right.
And it made me think, there's this Freemason who actually created the Freemason, wrote the 33 degrees of Freemasonry, called Albert Pikes. I don't know if you know him.
Okay, I'm listening.
And basically, in the 19th century, he wrote a letter describing describing 3 world wars, and in the letter he described the First and the Second World War very accurately, and he described the Third World and he described the Third World War as a war between the Muslim world and the Hebrew world. Well, actually, he didn't describe it like that. He said it would happen in the Middle West between Jews and Muslims, and until the point where they would kill each other, like just massacre on both sides. He was describing it as both sides, and that at the end of it, the plan would be that from the despair coming from it, people wouldn't know anymore what to follow, what is God, where, like, they would all be so in despair that at that point that will be their plan. They will put in their plan in action to create a Luciferian new world order, as we can say. Like,
my friend, do you believe that this person is a prophet?
No, not a prophet.
So,
actually, this.
So if is it a plan? You think it's a plan?
Yeah. That's possible.
You see, who care what all kind of forces in the world they plan? We believe in the Bible and nothing else. So if God he promised the Jews their land, this will be the land of the Jews. So all forces,
I'm discussing that, like, in fact, in the Bible, it talks about these things in times, and really, like, these guys who play these games and make these wars and stuff, they think they're mocking God. They think they're making fun of God, but really they're actually just making it all come true, just like Jesus said. You feel what I'm saying?
I understand. So, because I was trying to connect between what you said about those Mason and what will happen in the future. So it might be there is like an evil force, or planning for something to be done, and they work for it, and they can make things happen. Why not? And I believe that the force of the Democrat is one of those Mason evil forces. Like we know that this George Soros and and all kind of evil ones, you know. In fact, there's many reference of many president of USA. They are part of those evil organized crime. We know that. However, we as a Christians, when we make decision based in Bible. So if a person, let us say Trump now, he is sponsored secretly by the Mason. This is for the sake of argument, you know. Still, we will vote for Trump because we as a Christian, we judge only by what we know.
Right? Of course, by the fruit.
Yeah, so what we know is what we know. Anything else is not what we judge for. And we believe in the same time that God is in control. It doesn't matter who is going to be there. So they will never win against us. They will never be victorious. Even if sometimes they might look like they are victorious for temporary time. But they will never ever be victorious. So we leave to God what is to God, and we do what we should do as a followers of God. And that is to vote for someone we think, we believe he is more close to us in a biblical way, against the one who publicly opposing Jesus and mocking Jesus, like the Democrat.
Yeah.
So a Christian,
a
Christian, he cannot be claiming to be Christian and he vote for Democrat. Those people, they are mocking Jesus every day. Correct? So how you can vote for them? How somebody is an African American, he's a Christian, he vote for Joe Biden. You are voting for Antichrist. How somebody can vote for Democrat when they do everything they can? I mean, look, they send their American wicked ones all the way to France to mock Jesus.
The elections were rigged, though.
So they are, you know, they made themselves enemy to Jesus. I mean, you can make all kind of scenery. Why Jesus? Why Jesus? So they are waging war in Christianity. So you cannot be Christian.
That's the thing. Even when you go and check out their literature and stuff, they have to connect everything. The thing is, when you go and check out their literature, which I don't recommend, but it's interesting how, like, everything they do, it's all a mockery of Jesus, and they don't have a problem. These world-leading societies, when they write about these things in their books, they don't have any problems against Islam, Buddhism, any other religion, but they hate Christ with all their hearts, because even in general, all these rituals and things they do, they always have to invert a cross. You notice in all satanic things, it's never anti-Mohammedan. It's always anti-Christ. The devil is always anti-Christ.
Even when they make the peace sign, which is very satanic.
It's an upside down cross with the sticks broken.
Same as Hitler's cross, same as all of them. They share the same. You see, Antichrist is anyone who denied the Father and the Son. Muslims are Antichrist. Those Masonic are the Antichrist. Joe Biden is Antichrist. Liberals Antichrist. In Europe, Antichrist. Antichrist is not only just a group of people or connected to an ethnic group. It's whoever he mock God and he make God his enemy. You see? Like if a person, let us say he is a Hindu, and he come to me, he says, Christian Prince, I don't believe in Jesus. But he don't make his life is about mocking Jesus. Why you want to mock Jesus? Jesus never spoke about you. Why never attack you? Why you want to do that? Somebody might say to me, aren't you mocking Muhammad? Well, Muhammad, he killed us. Muhammad, he mocked Jesus. Muhammad, he attacked the Bible. Muhammad, he made fun of us.
You look at everyone who is famous, all these people at the top, they all have this thing in common. They all mock Jesus.
Exactly.
And when you go and read these books, it's crazy.
Satan support those who mock God. He will make you rich. He will make you powerful.
Yeah, he will give you all four corners of the earth.
He will put you in position. He will get you the support. He will manipulate the truth, and he will make you even look like a good person. So he can use you. You know, to be his image. So while Jesus is the visible image of the invisible God, those leaders are the visible image of the invisible Satan. And we need to understand that. And how we know that they are the visible image of the invisible Satan? Everything they do is satanic. Everything they do. You cannot find one thing they stand for is not satanic. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that needs to be clear. You know, that needs to be, because everyone wants to close their eyes every single time, every single that it's about Jesus. Every single time the Jesus argument comes up, everyone just wants to close their eyes, look away. But at the end of the day, you just end up stabbing. You know, you end up doing the same thing that the Jews did when they betrayed Jesus, or the Romans did when they didn't like go against it. At the end of the day, we're betraying God when we close our eyes and we deny the injustice that is going on. Because, man, how could you not see it? Just stop playing,
You
man.
know,
It's not about.
Christians too, they mock Jesus. Like when Netflix they make a movie to mock Jesus, and then you go and you pay
Yeah, the chosen
subscription.
ones. So what?
You are mocking Jesus. When you vote for Democrat, you are mocking Jesus. When you vote for abortion, you are mocking Jesus. You vote for homosexual, you are mocking Jesus. When you know,
Yeah.
There's many people. This is why Jesus says, "Not everyone says to me, Lord, Lord, enter the kingdom of my Father, but the one who do His will." So many of those
It says also in
billions.
James that one is not saved by faith alone, but also by his works.
Exactly. From their fruit you shall know them. So we as a Christians, we are Christians only when we stand against evil. Those who vote for evil, they are evil and they are no Christians. So I believe, this is my belief, every single person who votes for Democrat, he is an antichrist.
Yeah.
Because I cannot find one thing Democrat they stand for is not antichrist. Not even
Sometimes even Republicans are kind of weak.
But we can say there's many of the Republicans they are not. You know, there's many they are good Christians and they're trying their best. But I agree with you. In the Republican, there's many they are false too. However, I can say that the whole party of Democrat they stand for evil. It's not like some they are, some they are not. You know, we know we know their agenda. Transgender, changing the sex of children's, forcing a false doctrine on children's about sex, teaching kids how to put your finger in the anus of your if your mate in the school, even if they are 5 years old. I mean, what is that? So this is you do not need. It's no brainer. You need. It's obvious that this is satanic.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know,
they're all going to hell.
The first time I have a TV in USA. First time ever. I have a TV. I don't have cable. So I connect to the TV and then I receive channels. They are local. The first program I saw ever in America, it was a woman and she was speaking about putting 2 fingers in the anus. I said, maybe my English is not good. Maybe I'm not understanding, you know. So she was teaching how if you want to have sex with someone, a man, a male with male, how you can make it easy to push it in. Excuse my language. This is in public TV. This is the government of America teaching kids. It was 4 p.m. It was not 4 a.m. in the morning. This is a program kids watch. So we know that America is running for a long time by wicked. The one who in control of the government TV are wicked. The one who control in the radio of government are wicked. The one who run agencies are wicked. And it's time for us as Christians to stand against their wickedness. Christians are subdued, submissive for long time.
Yeah. Nah, I hate that too, man. Because even the Muslims, a lot of the Muslims converts from Christianity, they look at Jesus as like a weak God, and that's so sad because they say like, oh, Jesus always turned the cheek, he never fought back, but they forget that Jesus is the same God of the Old Testament, like the severity and the mercy, like the justice and the mercy are both the same. It's just that when he came as man, he had to embrace that mercy. Like he had to lay down the path for us because he knows our nature as humans. We are prideful. We're not gonna do it unless we see him do it, and he laid his life down for us. So that was a different perspective of it, of course. But man, how can you not understand it? Like, of course, when he lays down you have to make sense of it. You have to think about it. That's why it's the word of God, because it's actually deep and it's meant to save you. It's the only good word that promises you to be saved. No religion ever promises you. They tell you God forgives you, God this, but then no one tells you you'll be saved. You'll see the gates of heaven.
Well,
No one does that.
if they are looking for a
They
God
don't have it.
who punish, then they have to wait for Jesus when he come back, because second coming, Jesus will treat them like dogs.
Yeah, how is the second coming in every religion always Jesus coming back, but they but then they what they're always mess it up. Like they're either add idol worship. Like Buddhism is literally Freemasonry repackaged in a way that appeals to the people. So Buddhism is just serpent worship made to look good, you know. And I don't even want to explain it, because people shouldn't do these practices, these meditative practices, the way is said in the Buddhism. Meditation is only meant to be made upon the word of God, the way that it was written in the Bible. That we are meant to meditate on the Bible, because the Bible actually teaches us how to pray. It's the only way we can learn how to pray, to ask God what we need for, because it's all a language of asking and receiving blessings. So people don't understand it, but Jesus explained this so well when he said to forgive your greatest enemy. Like, I prayed before here, right? Guys, you have to forgive your greatest enemy. That's the greatest level of sacrifice you could ever do. No man can ever do that, because Jesus said even the Pharisees.
We forgive, but remember, our
Even
forgiveness.
the Pharisees can forgive a friend.
Yeah, but our forgiveness doesn't mean that they are forgiven. When Jesus,
That's not the point. That is that we should wish for mercy.
Right.
Wish for mercy, so that we can receive the same mercy.
Right. You know, the act of forgiveness is an act of love, an act of wisdom, because it heal you first. You know, it heal you as a person who
They
suffer.
always say it's only God who forgives, right?
Yeah, when we forgive, it still does not mean that person is being forgiven for what he did against us. For still he will be judged by God, and then God, he decide if he deserves to be forgiven or not.
How they always say it's only God that forgives, so that means there is a high level of importance in the action of forgiving.
Yeah, only Jesus he can forgive. He have the power over flesh.
Yes.
So what I'm saying, that when you forgive, you are just giving, like you are in peace. You yourself, you are in peace with
Just
yourself.
walking in Jesus' steps, basically.
Yeah.
You're walking the
So
perfect peace
the person who commit a crime, he will be judged for his crime, even if you forgive him, still he is not done. For the court is the real court, the court of Jesus. So when he come in the second time, he will, as it says like in Luke 12, you know, the master that of the servant will come on the day when he does not expect him, which means expect him to come, and at the hour does not know. So the servant don't know the hour, and will cut him in pieces and put him with the unfaithful. So all those who they insult Jesus, all those who mock Jesus, all those who they are against Jesus, they have their time to insult Jesus as much as they want. But when Jesus come, like now this filthy Biden, yeah, this filthy Biden, he is 80 something years old. He might die tomorrow. When Jesus come, what he would do to him, I assure you, he would have a very severe hell punishment.
God knows.
Yeah, he will. No, for sure. You know, we know what he did. We know what he did. He is mocking Jesus non-stop. He put the flag of the homosexual in the White House in the day of Easter to mock Jesus. He banned
where the only flag that goes over the American flag is the cross. It's America's constitution.
This man and his government and his party, they are an antichrist. There's no question. Anyway, my friend, we have Hatim is waiting. So thank you very much, Honor, for joining.
God bless you and God bless our team and God bless everybody.
Thank you. How are you doing, Hatim? You still a Muslim, Hatim?
Hey, Christian Prince, how are you?
I'm fine.
What was your question?
You still a Muslim?
No, I'm not.
You are not? That's good. So what are you now?
Nothing.
Oh, you are nothing. Nice to meet you, Ned. Okay, you know the thing. So what do you think about now Israel? They might attack Syria. What do you think? I believe that they are going to attack Damascus soon.
Israelis?
I believe the Israeli, they are going to hit some target inside Syria tonight.
Surely.
What do you think? Do you agree with me? They will do it?
Yeah, maybe. I think Israel is looking for wage a big war more than Gaza and this stuff.
No,
Yes,
they are
I
not looking
agree.
for a big war, actually. The Israeli are not, because they are trying to avoid it. But now they have to do something after what happened. So they will not be able to go deep in Lebanon because the American, they are not agreeing mostly. So, but they can go deep in Syria. That's why I'm expecting them to go deep in Syria, not deep in Lebanon. So they will try to hit Hezbollah inside Syria, not inside Lebanon deeply.
Maybe, yes, correct. Because they should respond a different way. Yeah.
Yeah, to avoid opening a big war, they always go inside Syria deep. So they mostly they will do attack some target in Lebanon, but not too much deep. But they will go deep in all the way to Damascus, I believe, or maybe Aleppo, or you know.
But yes. For in your opinion, by your vision, what do you think Israel should do?
Obviously, they are not going to do anything really, nothing serious, you know, because the government of Israel right now, they are just doing political game. You know, it's not really as serious. They're not trying to solve a problem. It's like somebody, he go to work every morning, he don't know who's going to hire him. So they are dealing with issues day by day. They don't have, obviously, they don't have a long-term plan, and they are very confused. And they are waiting maybe for Joe Biden to die and Trump maybe to come. But that will be many months if it happen. We don't know. So the Israeli for now, they are very confused. And I hope I'm wrong, but I'm expecting them not to do much. They will attack a few targets in Syria and a few targets in Lebanon. And then they made themselves that they did a good job. You know, just to make a big flame. Maybe they will hit some targets of a fuel or big fire, to make fire like that's the one they did in Yemen. It's a short time, but nothing serious. Even though they will try to make it as something big, but I believe it's not going to be big. But I hope I'm wrong. Because for me, I wish they will hit severely Hezbollah, but they are not going to do it. I know this Netanyahu is a potato. Yeah. All right. I'm not going to keep you longer, guys. We are here for many hours. You know, every Sunday we open our microphone to all of you to join us, especially Christians. And I hope you guys enjoy the way and the topic we mentioned. And remember one thing, you know, you as a Christian, when you do what Christians should do, not when you wear a cross or you call yourself George or Christian Prince. Christian is not someone, he called himself a Christian, is someone who act as one. So if you vote for the Democrat or any liberal party anywhere in the world, you are an antichrist. For they stand for everything against the Bible. Every law they accomplish is against the Bible. Remember that. They are the one who mocked Jesus. Don't tell me you vote for Democrat because they have good heart. They have good heart by mocking Jesus. When those Democrats, they send their drag queen, filthy creature, all the way to France to mock Jesus, is that because they are people who are good or because they are wicked? What the Olympic have to do with mocking Jesus? Why the wife of Joe Biden is praising the one who mocked Jesus? Why Joe Biden, he invited them to the White House, those who mock Jesus? And instead you want to convince me that you are not voting for the one who is an antichrist? You are doomed and you are a devil if you vote for them. I assure Joe Biden and his gang, I will vote for Trump 1,000,000,000 times, but I will never vote for Democrat ever in my lifetime, over my dead body. This is the party of the devil, and they are the devil. As Jesus is the visible image of the invisible God, the liberals are the visible image of the invisible Satan. And whoever votes for them, he is part of the plan of the devil. So shame on you if you vote for Democrat. Shame on you. Thank you all for being here. God is good. So is Jesus. And until we see you tomorrow, I hope. Until then, go ahead, leave your comment. But most of you are even cheap to leave a comment. So what I can say? I cannot ask you to do anything. Many of you are just Christians by name. The Lord, he says, from their fruit you shall know them. And when a human being, he claimed to be Christian, he don't even have a fruit to type. They will type it's a fashion. They will type if it's a comedy. They will type if it's a movie, cursing Jesus. But when we ask them to unite, to join the force, to be with us, to fight against the devil, we don't find them, nowhere to be found. From their fruits you shall know them. I mean to that. See ya.